sweaty, so I didn't break out. That was out of consideration for you, Mark.
Thanks, I appreciate it. It's so appreciated. Do you need anything else? Any water or anything?
Nah, for this sweet beer.
Sweet
What's
beer?
up with this keyboard?
So now that I have my girly drink.
What is it?
It's like a canned margarita.
That's gay.
It is. It is very gay. But you said it was gay, so
I think I got it.
Is it the moth? Okay,
I think I got it.
hunting that thing for an hour.
Dude, if I open my hand and it's not even being bad. You ready? Hey, let's go!
It's disgusting.
I got it for you. He wants to be on the
Are we
podcast.
just gonna leave it there?
Yeah.
Okay.
He wants to be on the
We
podcast.
can just hang out.
He's like, oh god, oh no. What is that? Look
The
at
innards
this.
of the bug.
Oh. Sorry, friend.
Are you gonna name him?
No, he's dead. Fuck him.
He can still have a name.
I'm not into this setup still, by the way. This is the wrong.
Oh, I purposely left
so
this
stupid.
because I knew it'd irritate you.
You know what the
entire
problem is? Do you know what the problem is? You know what the problem is this desk is too squared. You need a rectangular desk.
That would be optimal.
I also want to get rid of this. I don't want this near me. Take it away from me.
Well, I was originally gonna sit in that chair,
Well-
but you stole my chair.
Time to guess. I should get the chair with the arms.
Maybe.
Oh my god, this is my computer.
It is.
Also, it still says my name.
Yeah, I haven't changed anything. It says Sam, password's the same. All that jazz.
That's good. All right, so when are we?
Oh, I didn't start. Because my kid will come down here and start yelling.
Hey, he should be on the program. He's great.
He's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, he is. Did you see the updated Post-it notes I put on your desk?
I did. I saw Julian's-
Do you have anything to add?
Julian's comment.
And then, what was the other one I put in? Oh, I just met you, but I'm taking some pills out of your fanny pack.
Yeah, was Shelby to PJ or something like that?
Well, on my phone, I was going through, like, a greatest hits of, like, all the things I have on my phone from, like, the last 2.5 years that I've been there. Minus the month vacation. And, I went into PJ's old locker at some point. Inside PJ's old locker was, like a time capsule of the most insane quotes that I've ever had the privilege to read.
So he was just saving quotes?
Yes. Kind of like
God,
serial killery, but
so weird.
yeah. So I have just like so I didn't want to save the Post-it notes, right? Because like they were kind of like old and shitty and whatever. Right? So I took pictures of them. So I have just like all these super stupid quotes that have just and some of them are Juan's, right? Because like Juan used to say a lot of really outlandish, ridiculous shit.
He says a lot of t-shirt things.
Yeah. So I have those, and one of the things on there was I just met you a month ago, but I'm taking pills out of your fanny pack. Shelby. Listen, she's all who we wish we were when we grew up.
I don't know about that.
Somebody, probably.
Somebody had a very poor
How powerful is this microphone?
It's fairly powerful.
Is it though?
I turned it up a little bit, but yeah, it is fairly powerful.
Wait, so if it goes,
I feel like messing with it.
Is this more? Is this more? Wait, if I if I increase this the mic part
Then that means more.
of us,
Yes.
but does it become clearer?
No, it doesn't change the clarity, it just changes the volume. So if anything, if you turn it too high, it'll probably knock it down some.
Okay, well I'm gonna.
I made it louder.
I don't remember where I put it. I don't remember where it was. I put it there. Does that seem right?
That's about right.
I kind of like it better. Don't touch it. I like it where I put it.
This is fun.
I don't know. I mean, if I had listened to the original one.
You just couldn't get over the
We need better lighting.
Yeah. It was a little bit brighter in here, but I think one of those just went out today.
Dude, you gotta get one of them cheap ring lights that the TikTok people use. And porn stars. I imagine they both use it. Because it's good for everybody.
You're not imagining they both use it. You are, for a fact,
Hold on.
100% sure they use it.
No, I'm sure legitimate porn stars use much better lighting. I'm talking about like
if they got a
fans
whole crew
or something. Yeah. But I'm saying like these lights are so cheap, they're like $10. They're like those ring lights, and they make everybody look good. They can make us look good.
I mean, I don't need help with that. I look great.
Wow.
You on the other hand look sauna fresh.
I look good. So good. I didn't get a haircut today. I'm just letting it do its thing right now.
You can see. You just got a haircut.
No, I cut my own hair like 2 weeks ago. And Spencer had to fix it.
Spencer had to fix it?
It was really bad. Every time I do it, I fuck it up really bad.
David just got a haircut from, I guess, your barber or something?
Yeah, my barber. Yeah. Yeah. And his girlfriend said that he's got the haircut of a lesbian now. And I'm like, well, I have that haircut, and also she's a lesbian.
If he went to a lesbian-centric barbershop.
It's not. It wasn't even my barbershop. She moved barbershops, which I thought was weird.
So she's just handing out the les cuts. Left and right. Anybody. Doesn't matter who.
Alright. How are we kicking this off?
It's been kicked off.
That's weird. It's not. It's going to have some sort of like...
No, absolutely
agenda.
Not. No, because you've been on camera now for probably like 5 minutes and just throwing this lovely setup I have here in the dirt. So
it's not lovely. The lighting is fucking whack city. Mark, it's like...
Where's your setup?
I don't have a setup.
Okay.
If I did though, I'd have that sick ring light for $10. You can go ahead and get it at 5 and below. Just saying.
Start upgrading.
By the way, on the way here...
Get that burp out or don't.
Listen, don't tell me how to live my fucking life. First of all, don't tell me how to live my life. Don't tell me how to burp. Alright? When I was on the ride here, I was listening to Free Fallin' by Tom Petty.
Okay.
That is a fucking weird song. Why does nobody talk about how weird that song is?
Is it that weird?
It's so weird. Have you never listened to that song?
Other than the chorus, I can't bring anything.
The beginning of the song, he's describing this girl, right? And he's just like, at some point he just starts calling her a good girl, and I'm like, this is so creepy.
There's some songs that are very popular in this world that are, if you were just to say the lyrics, it is.
But it was just, I don't know what Tom Petty looks like. But I just envision in my head this creepy older guy, and him like, he's like describing this girl. And he's describing this girl like all I can keep thinking of is when he keeps telling her she's a good girl, and I'm like, this is so creepy. And then as he's done describing this girl, and then moves on to like, I guess him, like he starts saying he's a bad boy, and I'm like, this is so creepy. Why is nobody else talking about how creepy this song is? Oh. But the chorus is great, right?
Yeah,
Chorus is good, free falling, but it's like, also, I don't understand what's going on. Again, so he's like describing this girl, and then he's talking about how he's a dirtbag because like he broke up with her or something like that.
Okay. And
she was like, this like good American sweetheart type of situation. And so he broke up with her, and now he's free falling. What does that even mean? It's so fucking stupid. What a dumb fucking song. I don't get it.
And other people love it, so.
I liked it too until I started listening to it, and I was like, ugh. I don't know, maybe people don't have that reaction. That's why I'm asking if you've ever listened to the song.
I can't recall, but I wouldn't put it past it. I'm sure if I go listen to it, I'm just be like, this is a creepy ass song.
I don't know, man. Like, I just, for me, the idea of having, like, some older guy saying good girl into a fucking radio creeps me out.
Is it because, like, everybody hears it, so you know exactly who's it's
directed
at?
No, it's just any idea of, like, some dude going, good girl, fucking makes me want to vomit. And I guess it's kind of like when, people are like, yeah, like, don't call me daddy or something like that, right? Like, it fucking freaks me out. Like, just the idea of some guy going, good girl, makes me want to literally slit my throat.
Some people are into that.
That's so fucking gross. Well, hold on, time out. If a girl said that to me, it'd probably be a different situation. But just hearing from some guy, I'm like, oh God, like why? Why is this transpiring? Like, ugh. And he's saying that on the radio. He's saying that in a song. And he like whispers it. He's like, good girl.
There's
and I'm
no
like, aww.
Now I have to listen
Dude,
to it.
it's
I
so...
don't remember how creepy this thing was.
It's so fucking creepy. And I think his voice is annoying. And him saying good girl, like whispering like that into the fucking radio or the mic or whatever the fuck it is, makes it so much worse. It's so creepy. I hate it. It was horrible. I feel violated. Having to listen to that in my car. I have to watch the whole car.
You got ear fucked.
I got emotionally fucked. It was scary.
You felt uncomfortable.
I feel so uncomfortable.
You're uncomfortable in the car by yourself.
I was like, man, I gotta write Tom Petty. I'd be like, yo, calm the fuck down. Never say that to me again.
He just responds back, just a sheet of paper and just says, good girl.
It's so gross. Like, woo. Just makes my skin crawl. It's like nails on a chalkboard. That's the reaction I get.
Unless, what's her name? Kirsten Stewart were to say that.
First of all, it's Kristen. And the fact that you keep calling it Kirsten is so confusing to me. There's only one person I've ever met that you know named Kirsten, ever. The only person I've ever met.
That's probably why I keep saying it.
Right, but
I don't
Kristen
know
is
I don't know any Kristens.
You know one Kirsten.
Yeah, so
how many other
I
Kirstens?
just roll with that.
That's fucking crazy.
I just roll with that.
That's wild. That's a very uncommon name. But Kristen's a relatively common name.
Still don't know anybody named Kristen.
Right, but it's still relatively common.
Kirsten's also better. So her name should be Kirsten Stewart.
No, I fucking hate... No. Mm-hmm. No. But anyway.
Anyways, if she said it, it'd be alright.
For sure. But I'm saying, like, that's not like most any girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a girl was just like, good girl, I'd be like, oh, fuck. Alright. But a dude, holy shit. Calm down. Get out of here. That's so horrifying. Who let you out of the house today? It's so scary, dude. But I guess that's, because we get it. Allegedly.
I mean, allegedly.
I mean, I'm not out yet, so.
Yeah? I don't think you have to worry about that.
Yeah, I think it was like 2 prides ago, Target came out with these like pride flag flip-flops. And I was like, I need these. And my friend's like, you don't need these. And I was like, I really do. She was like, why do you think you need those? And I was like, so other people know I'm gay. And then she looked at me and went, they fucking know.
Everyone knows. There's absolutely no confusion.
And I was like, ow. I guess so.
If there was anything on this world safe to assume, it is that you, Sam, are gay.
Listen, I don't like labels. That being said, I don't like men. You know what, though? You know what? I forget who I was having this conversation with, and I think I was probably having this conversation with somebody at work, because everybody at work is on the same level of should see a therapist as I am, I guess. Like, everybody there's a little fucked
for the
up.
most part.
And I thought who I was talking to this about. I don't remember. But they were like, what about, non-binary people? Like, am I attracted to non-binary people? I'm like, yeah. I like non-binary people. Does that make you not gay at that point? Right? Because they don't fall within the binary.
Right.
So it can't really make you gay.
But what if this non-binary person still has a penis?
Yeah, but they're non-binary.
So the penis is okay? It's not actually a penis?
That's their, I guess, they're a dude, but they identify as non-binary. So
you're game?
Well, that's not what we're focusing on right now, Mark. We're focusing on the fact that I've found non-binary people attractive.
Okay. Can a non-binary person say good girl to you? I'll say that to my knowledge, I've never found somebody that was non-binary with a dick that I found attractive. So. Okay. There's levels.
But also to be clear, I've never seen a non-binary person and have been like, what do you have? Is it a penis or not? Yes or no? I'll just pass them the note like you did when you were asking somebody to prom.
Like, hey, can you check
yes or no?
Is that how you ask somebody to prom?
If they have a penis or not?
No, with a note. You ask somebody to
no,
prom.
I didn't go to prom.
Oh, okay.
Because I was cool.
I guess.
I have no regrets about that, by the way. Everyone was always like, you're gonna fucking regret. No, stupid. Fucking prom is dumb.
You didn't go to either?
What? Either what?
Either prom. Okay, so I went to high school down here.
Okay.
It was a thing, more so if you were popular, that you went to prom your junior year, and then
with like somebody who was a senior or something.
Maybe.
Oh. No,
then your senior year, obviously.
I'm sure that that's probably like a thing, but not for me.
But yeah, I wasn't thinking.
I didn't when prom happened, and a bunch of my friends were like figuring out like how they were getting there, and like what party buses and all that shit. And I was like, I am super uninterested in this. So.
I had a good time in the 45 minutes I was there. But it was like just a shit show leading up to it. And the day up. We were there for 45 minutes because we went to a restaurant downtown. Mind you, my school's down the street from here. Okay? I forgot where they actually held the prom. But anyways, we went downtown to eat. And obviously everybody and their mother's trying to eat and go out prom night. So...
Why would you go out to eat before
going to prom? It's a 2-hour wait. I don't think
they
serve
food.
I don't think so.
No, I think there is.
I don't think there was food at prom.
There's gotta be food. I think you're wrong.
Listen, we were there. We got there so late that the people who take the prom photos, like the couple prom photos, were packing up.
Yeah, you fucked this up.
We got there
completely.
so late.
You did a bad prom setup. Did you have a date for prom?
I was in charge. I did have a date.
Okay. Did you fuck her?
No.
What the fucking gay-ass prom?
I guess.
That's the only thing I feel like I missed out on with prom is that you have like all these awesome like prom sex stories.
So, the girl I was dating at the beginning of the school year was in the prom party.
Okay.
And it was weird. So, all the girls in the prom party kept telling the guys that were asking them, no, I don't want to go with a date, but from what I remember. No, I don't want to go with a date, but you can come in a limo. That's what they were telling the guys.
It's fucking weird.
Weird,
I don't even
right?
know what the fuck that means.
Which didn't mean anything because no one knew I was showing up with a date.
Okay.
And I showed up with a date, and suddenly they're like, well...
We're ruined everything, Bark, you fuck.
Yeah, I did. So then they all like started pairing up with those guys. So they were their dates. Right. It is what it is. But it was just like a weird situation. People that were in the limo canceled last minute.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Like there was always like these like last minute like I'm not about that life, bro. Like nothing's that serious.
It was annoying because obviously it costs money.
Yeah.
We're all in high school,
yeah.
So most of us do not have jobs.
Right.
So it was already preset. Like, hey, we're all gonna split this limo, and this is how much you're paying. I think 2 guys got invited into another limo, and they were like, oh, you don't have to pay. Mind you, both of these guys in high school had basically full-time jobs. Like they did I don't know if they had it in New York, but there was like OJT, like on-job training. So basically you only go to high school, like you only take classes for like till like 11:30, 12. You leave and go to work. So you don't take any electives, no breaks, nothing, no free periods. Whatever, you have a part-time job, pizza place, sneaker store, whatever.
Wow.
So...
Wow, because Florida just cashes out on you. They're like, fuck it, you want to go work, go work.
Yeah, essentially. Like, you're meeting the requirement to graduate and get a diploma. Cool, you want to work, go ahead.
That's crazy.
So yeah, these 2 dudes were both doing that. So they had money. For someone in high school, they had a fair amount of money. So they left. And then we were all stuck paying higher amounts because it was already paid for.
Listen, I'm happier that the chair is lower now. Also, I think that's hilarious that Florida decides at some point to just cash out. They're like, fuck it, let them do it. If they want to go work at Foot Locker, let them work at Foot Locker. We did our best. Florida.
I mean, you still had to. Do your
but like there's no other
and stuff.
For sure, but you're not doing extra school shit anymore. You're just like, hey man, I met my requirements. I'm gonna graduate and I'm out of here. Like, are those people going to college? Probably not.
Of one person I personally know that was doing that at the time when I was in high school. She's doing very well for herself, but I mean it worked for her.
Did she go to college?
She may have taken some courses, but she literally, so she did that all through high school. So just to give you an example, so when I started working at Foot Action, she did this through high school, worked part-time, and did high school. When I graduated and ended up working at the same store, she was my boss. And we graduated the same year. So.
Interesting. Wait, did you go to college?
I did. I went to FAU.
How'd that work out?
Pretty well.
We worked at the same store, though.
Well, I was doing that while I was in college.
Okay.
Yeah, no. I worked there. Oh, you mean like now?
What's your degree in?
Criminal justice. I think it was Anthony, was like, we were talking, this was like a year ago, and we were talking about college. And he was like, wait, you have a degree? He's like, what the fuck are you doing working here? I'm like, don't.
What's up, dude? That's fucking, I'm a dropout,
So it's funny because the professors all had like real world experience in the field, which was, we get a lot of cool stories and like firsthand stuff during the classes, but more than one of them flat out said that, like, listen, there's not a whole lot you can do with this degree unless you plan on
becoming a cop.
Becoming a cop somewhere that at the time required it, because it wasn't, now it's more prevalent, but at the time it wasn't that serious unless you wanted to work for a really nice area.
Right.
He's like, either that or if you plan on going to law school. Other than that, this doesn't serve you.
Unless you're, or if you're going to do like some sort of research relation to fucking criminal justice.
Yeah, which at the time I did it. I mean, honestly, I went into it because I started in FAU's business school.
Okay.
And I quickly realized it's geared very much so towards like going into the corporate world, which I really had no interest in doing. And I'm like, listen, if I'm going to pay for school, I'm going to at least study something that I'm A, interested, and B, will actually stay awake in class for. So I switched over to criminal justice, which I found out at the time was a big pain in the ass. You literally have to take like a little card and go to all the head professors in the department and have them sign it.
For what?
Because I'd already declared my major.
Who cares?
That's what it was ridiculous.
What are we doing here? I gotta get your approval? I was fucking know
physically running around after hours tracking down professors on campus.
For what?
So they could sign it. And they were like, why do you want to do this? And I'm like, can you just sign this?
None of your goddamn business, motherfucker. I'm gonna put you in jail later. Writing your fucking name down, fuckface.
It was crazy, but it was a good experience.
Well, I mean, like, obviously it was super worth it because now you're an admin assistant for one of the top gun stores in South Florida. That we'll name on.
Yeah, we won't name it, so I don't.
Won't name it, right? But yeah, it's obviously a premier shooting location. So you made some good choices. I also made some good choices.
Actually, I like purposely worked there. If you can believe that. Like, I purposely tried to work there.
I mean, so did I. I mean, I think everybody did.
No, not like just applied, but like, I was like, I had kind of like a plan. Because I was at home. I was staying at home with the kid. I kind of had a plan.
That's the fucking life. You messed up.
Well, it's not messed up. It's just...
Dude, if I could find a hot girl and just stay home and raise some fucking kids, that's what's up.
Well, it only lasts so long. Because they do have to go to school.
If you're a hot girl out there and you're very successful... my mom says I'm a catch, and you can go out and be successful and stuff, and I'll like super support you, and then when you come home, the house will be cleaned, and there will be food that I might make, probably not though, because it will be unedible, and then you can come home for some mediocre sex. Hit me up.
The title of this is just gonna be your phone number. It's just gonna be your phone number.
No, because I already know what's gonna happen. I'm having these fucking disgusting guys named Tom Petty fucking
texting you.
Dude, I still get hit on by guys. It's a nightmare. It's like, can I look more gay? I don't know what else to do. My hair is short.
Are they not gay dudes?
No, they're fucking just normal ass crusty dudes.
There's no way.
They are.
Because
it's fucking terrible.
You look like a boy.
The last time that I remember, like, vividly this occurring, not on the internet, but in person, I was at a bar with my friend, and this was in New York, and, I had this. No, I actually had my undercut haircut, so it was actually even more abrasive looking.
You have a bowl cut?
Well, it was like the dudes from Peaky Blinders. Like, that was the fucking haircut. Just a fucking straight. It's what I had when I came down here. Just a straight, like, top and then nothing on the side. So I looked fucking gay. Alright? It's New York. It's cold. It's wintertime. We just come from some sort of, like, event. I don't remember. But I'm dressed up and I'm wearing, fucking suit pants and fucking button-down shirts, suspenders. I have an overcoat on and a fucking hat. I look good.
That is your look.
I look super fucking good.
That is 100% your look.
Okay, I'm at the bar, I'm drinking, I'm minding my own fucking business. My buddy's getting plastered because he's an alcoholic. And because he's, being plastered, he's talking to people or whatever, he goes to take a piss. When he's going to take a piss, this fucking disgusting dude comes up to me and he's just like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm great, how are you?" And I was like, and he's like, "Oh, he's like, I really like your hat." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's a good hat." And he was like, "How much do you want for that?" And I was like,
"You tried to buy a hat?"
Yeah, I was like, "Nope." And he was like, how much did you buy it for?" And I was like, "It was $100 hat." And he was like, "Why?" And I'm like, "Because it's a good hat. It's not a piece of shit fedora that you got at fucking Spencer's, okay? It's a nice hat, okay, by a nice hat company." And he's like, "Oh." He's like, "I like your style." And I was like, this is just going in the worst direction possible. And I'm literally at the bar, like, I'm just like this. Like, I just don't even fucking... And he's just like, "I like your style." And I'm like, "Great." And then he's like, "You want to go out sometime?" And I was like, "Nope. Can't say that I do." And then he was like, "Do you want to do some pills?" And I just turned looking at him and I was like, "No." And he's like, I got some pills. We can do them in the parking lot." And I was like, "Nope." And then...
when all else fails, offer drugs.
Yeah, he's like, "You want to do some pills?" And I was like, "No, I'm fucking good." And then I'm like looking around for my friend at this point because I was like, "You son of a bitch. This is your fault. This is your fault, I'm looking gay as fuck at this bar. This disgusting man's trying to take me out somewhere and do pills." And then he was like, shit you not, he goes, "I've got a gun on my ankle." And I was like, "Okay, great."
Is it a C camp?
No, it was a fucking snub-nosed 38, like every other asshole in New York has. Like, and I was like, this is just never ending. Finally, he came back from the bathroom, and I was like, "Oh, look, it's my friend." I'm like, you guys can go back and talk to each other now. I'm gonna sit over here and drink alone. Go away. So yeah, no, it still fucking happens. Sometimes on, like, Tinder or stuff, I'll just entertain it. Like, I'll be
like when it's obviously a dude.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck it. And then we'll do it, we'll match. And I'll be like, "What's up? What's going on? Tell me about what's happening."
Trying to go hoop?
I honestly think, like, most of the time, I think it's just dudes that are, like, maybe they're closeted.
They're testing it out.
They're like, "This kind of looks like a boy, but it's not a boy, and I can probably get away with this."
Probably.
And then I'm going to be like, "I don't know how to tell you this, but I have massive tits. You're not going to have a good time."
He might.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know. But yeah, I still get home, dude, so it's a fucking nightmare.
How has your Tinder been going? Is it working? Nothing?
Tinder's never really been my favorite. Like, it's okay. I kind of like Hinge. And then the other night I was talking to a mutual friend of ours about getting on Facebook dating.
There's no way that's a thing.
It is. It is a thing.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
And I've been on it.
That's got to be like Craigslist open ads.
No. It was real. Listen, I can't speak for the heterosexual side of it, right? Because I've not been on it. And from my understanding, like, when dudes are on these dating sites a lot, like, it's a lot of, like, OnlyFans, porn star type situations. Like, people are like, "Pay $15 and you get to see more," kind of a situation.
Oh.
I don't know. That's what I hear from our male friends that are on these sites. I have no idea. It doesn't happen to me. I don't know. Anyway, I've been on Facebook dating, and that's actually turned out really good for me. Really good for me. Like, I've talked to some girls that it's been a good situation, and then there was one girl that I was really fucking into, And I liked her so much, and we were talking for a while, and, you know, she was, like, fucking just dumping, like, all her fucking life on me and shit.
All
you
the
know,
baggage.
yeah, you know, like, oh, I've got a kid, and, like, I don't care, you know, oh, my ex-boyfriend lives in, like, fucking Tennessee or something, whatever. I was like, it's cool, it's no big deal. And I'm no shit, like, she was, like, sending me, like, blocks of text situations, right? Like, and I'm answering her. I'm, like, being a fucking good person, you know? And, you know, finally, you know, it comes up to the point where I'm like, you know, we should go out this weekend, you know? I'm like, let's go do something. And she fucking ghosted me. After all of that. And, like, we really connected. Or, like, I thought we did anyways.
I think she just needed somewhere to vent.
Maybe. But, like, it wasn't always her venting. Like, it was also just, like, good conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like, I would be somewhere and then I'd be like, hey, like, I thought this was really funny or something. And, like, we'd have a good conversation, like, good banter. And she would say, like, really nice things about me. So, I don't know, man.
Now, would you prefer the ghosting or the, like, yeah, we can hang out and then, oh, something came up? Or, yeah, we can hang out, something came up?
Probably, oh, something came up because I'm stupid and for a little bit, I would think that that's true. Like, I'm not super bright, you know, like, so we'd be like, oh, we're getting ready to go somewhere. And then she'd be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, like, my goldfish, its leg broke and I have to take it to the hospital. And I'd be like, oh my God,
like,
I hope your goldfish will make it.
Do you want me to drive? Like,
not super smart. This is like, I'm also not good at, like, when girls are hitting on me. I have no idea.
You don't?
No.
You have no
fucking
clue?
None.
And
I also have no gaydar.
And when you think a girl is hitting on you, it's actually
not
happening.
I never ever think a girl's hitting on me. I'm not, like, it's bad. Like, I've had friends in the past that have been like, listen, like if you think Sam's attractive, you just gotta tell her because she will never get it. I will never get it. It'll just be constant, like, saying things. And I will not get it until you're like, I think you're attractive and I would like to go out with you somewhere. And I'll be like, oh, fuck, yeah, let's do that.
What are you trying to tell me?
Sick. Yeah, right? Like, I want to fuck you. Like, what?
Yeah, but what do you mean?
Like, it's not a good situation for me. I mean, it's fun. Like, you know, it's fine. Everything's, like, going really good. Last time I went after a girl out in the real world, things didn't end out well for me.
Like at a bar or something?
No, it was
just
a fucking Chick-fil-A girl.
Oh, yeah.
And the other day, I fucking hit on this girl at work, and I was like,
the girl
why would you do this?
The girl that was there with another girl?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the one with the mullet?
Maybe.
She was cute. They were both really cute. Oh my God, and they were there on Monday.
Were they?
Yeah, but I left early. And as I was leaving early, they pulled in and they were like, hey. And I was like, hey. And I wanted to get the fuck out of there, so I did not. But I was kind of bummed because I like them.
You couldn't bear 10 seconds to say hi.
I did say hi as I was walking away. They know who I am. I talked to them last time. But no, I hit on this other girl that an instructor was teaching. And afterwards, I was like, why would you do this again? This was not good the first time, stupid. And now she's back in college, so, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Or I just scared her the fuck away. She does not want to go back there.
That's possible.
I'm not sorry. She was cute.
I know.
She was cute. She was
okay.
Also
I mean, you gotta keep. No pun intended. You gotta keep shooting, dog. Like, you're gonna hit something.
Yep. Well, you know, what happens is I usually will hit at some point, and then it's just usually like this toxic, awful person from hell.
Have you tried just like going to a bar?
It's hard because the problem is like going to a bar is fucking annoying because it's a real crapshoot when you're fucking gay. Because you go to a bar, that's what I'm saying. It's a crapshoot, and then like all of the gay bars around here are really down to like Fort Lauderdale, so it's a fucking commute if I want to go down there. It's a commute. It's fucking.
There was one in West Palm, in downtown area. I have no idea if it's still open. I went there once with like coworkers from H&M.
Yeah, no, I mean I've looked. I mean, I don't know. I try to fucking find some like fucking gay, and that's the other thing too is like they're usually like gay or LGBTQ, which is fine, but there's no like lesbian places. And this is actually like a real thing in the United States. Like there's an article I read like a couple months ago about like the decline of lesbian bars.
Just straight lesbian bars.
Yeah, I mean, there's like so few left in the United States.
So you guys are upset that everybody else is included.
I don't know if anybody else is upset. I'm just like, I don't want to have to sift through anything. You know, also when I'm out and about, like, and I'm trying to get my fuck on, I don't want to see dicks.
Like, is there dicks out?
Well, I mean, like, sometimes when you go to a gay bar, people are dressed in, you know, some skimpy outfits and such, and, you know, I'm at the bar and I just don't want to see any balls, man. If I go the rest of my life without ever seeing a dick ever again, it will be too soon. So. Well, the natural comment back to that is always, well, when I have this conversation with another mutual friend of ours is, the plastic one's okay, though?
It's not a real dick.
It's not a real dick, and it's also not attached to a real boy.
That's true.
Which is the best part.
There's not even balls.
Thank God.
Half
I mean, you
the
can,
time.
though.
I guess you can.
I don't get it. I mean, people like it.
Maybe the extra slapping when they're doing their thing? I don't know.
I guess.
I don't know.
I don't either. You know what this reminds me of, though? Do you remember this phenomenal conversation that we had about if you could take your dick and balls off at the end of the day?
And just, like, put it up.
Yeah, put it up and then just put it back on?
Yeah. 100%.
What was the conclusion of that? Was it just the balls or the dick and the balls? Like, if you could do that.
I think between me and someone else, we shared the same sentiment, which was...
Just the balls, right?
Just the balls.
Right, yeah.
Because we both admitted they're rather hefty on our end. So, like, that's the problem.
I just feel like if you're going to take off the balls, you might as well take the dick off, right? And you just do the whole shebang.
I guess.
Have it as one setup that you're taking off and putting up on, like, you know, I'm assuming on, like, a hat rack. And then when you're, you know...
Sit a glass of water on the side of your head.
Yeah. You know, like when the old people take out their dentures and you're just like, there's your dick and balls.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like if the option was there, who would not take that? Like, if I could take my tits off at some point...
I was just going to say... Like,
the thing is, I'd probably just never put them back on. They could just go.
Oh, 100%. But that's because you have large ones.
Boulders.
Like, Sab says the same thing. Like, she's just...
Be sick.
She could take them off. She's like, I would.
The other thing, though, is, like, if I forgot my tits for the day, I feel like it would be a very different situation than if you forgot your balls.
You just leave them everywhere. Like, my grandmother used to leave her cane because she didn't want to use it.
Fuck
She was
up,
like, look at me again. Left my tits. My tits at home.
Can't say that that's a false statement, but also, but I'm saying, like, the ramifications would be much different. Like, if you forgot your dick and balls, you're having a bad day. It's not like you left yourself on.
I don't need it outside of home.
What if you gotta take a piss?
On the dick, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The balls, not, yeah.
Yeah, no, the balls are a fucking unnecessary situation.
Just leave them at home all the time.
Speaking of, a coworker of ours.
We have a lot of coworkers.
Oh my god, I think this actually was the conversation. I think you were in it when he said that his balls touched the fucking water.
Oh, yeah.
When he goes to sit and pee.
No, he said something about using the toilet, and I was just like, so how do you... Oh, he says he prefers to sit down when he pees. And I was like, so what do you do with your dick so it doesn't touch the water? So I'm like...
He's like, I don't worry about the dick. You gotta worry about
like,
the balls.
Are the problem.
I don't know, man. Listen, that is a category that I don't know anything about. Can't really comment about, so... I don't know what's going on with those things, and I don't know what you guys are doing.
By the way, completely, like, almost out of the realm of possibilities. Like, there'd have to be a perfect storm of circumstances.
For balls,
so, like,
what if he just really, like fucking dangly-ass balls? What do you mean?
So he'd have to not only just have dangly-ass balls, but toilet... That's why I was like, what kind of toilet do you have? So you'd have super high water in the toilet.
I think he's talking about the toilet at work.
I don't think the water's super high in there.
I don't know. Have you ever sat? Oh, well, I mean...
I sat. Yeah.
I don't know. We have to circle back with him and get, like...
We have to get some measurements.
We're going to have to get some more concrete...
We gotta check the water depth of his
the whole
toilet.
Reason that even came up was I thought, and again, fucking dick and balls is not my strong suit.
Okay.
It's just not.
Where?
I don't have a lot of professional experience with them.
I've been around... You don't have an amateur experience with...
No, I mean, like, I've been around enough that I can count on my hands, you know what I mean? Like, that's it. Like, just a hand, you know? And, like, I could lose a couple fingers.
That's enough.
Anyways.
That's enough for a lifetime.
For me, yeah.
Yeah. For most people.
In fact, I wish I could just take it all the fuck back. Anyway, so the reason, like, we were even talking about this is because he's got underwear, and again, I don't know. He's got underwear that doesn't have a flap on all of, like, not all of his underwear has a flap for his dick. And, you know, well, I don't know what you'd call that. Is it a flap? Is it a passageway?
I guess a flap. Open,
right?
whatever.
It's a flap, right? And he doesn't have that on all of his underwear. And I think that's crazy. And I was like, well, what are you doing to pee? And he was like, well, sometimes I sit. And I was like, okay, but, like, how do you not have a flap on your underwear? The option's not there.
The problem is that I'm picking up here with. So if he doesn't have a flap, that he still doesn't have to sit. Now, if he wants to sit and he feels better,
no, he said he has to take his. He has to, you know, do the whole fucking pull underwear down situation. And I'm like,
so underwear, pants on the ankles while he's pissing.
Probably. Okay. I mean, you can't be standing and keeping them up, right? I mean, like, unless you're like super spread. That seems like an uncomfortable peeing situation.
You know what? This is why dads are important.
He's got a dad that he's a good dad.
His dad's his employee.
I'm just true, but like.
No, he's probably a good dad, but no.
What has happened? That's what I'm saying. Like, there's so much going on with all of that. I'm like, there's no way that throughout the day, are you not going to the urinal at all at work? You're not using that at all. You're just always going for the sit pee. You have no you have the option, but it's so much more work without the flap. What are you doing?
It is.
And he said the reason he's got these no flap ones, which I didn't even know they made, is because he says it's more supportive.
100%.
The fucking trade-off doesn't seem worth it.
So I don't wear boxers. I wear, like, the boxer briefs.
I do too, but everyone calls them boxers.
Most of them, well, all of them are like the wicking material.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Not all of them. That's not true.
No, the ones I have.
Oh, okay.
They're all the same.
Like,
I get all the same ones from the same place.
Okay.
I tried the ones with the flap. Not as comfortable / supportive as the ones without any
I
opening.
guess that makes sense, right? Because if there's a flap, there's an opening.
That being said, no flap on 98% of my underwear. I do not sit down to pee.
Oh, you don't have no flap on 98%?
Most of them.
That's fucking crazy. You're a crazy
But I don't need to sit down. Well, that's just how they make it.
This is a bad brand of underwear that you're rocking.
It's wildly comfortable.
I don't fucking care. There's no flap.
They make them with the flap.
Oh, but you just get them without.
Right.
This is a choice you've made.
Right. They're not as supportive.
So you're a serial killer.
Yeah, I've been told that. That's mostly due to the fact that I sleep with socks sometimes. But
that's also psychotic. Get some help. I have a therapist. You want their number?
Please.
Holy shit. Do you fuck with socks on?
No. Sometimes if they're the grippy ones, yeah. Like, I got some Sky Zone socks that are really grippy.
Bro, because, I heard that if you fuck with socks on, you have a better orgasm.
That's the crazy. Is it because there's
apparently
building up static? Like, what's going on?
No, because
what are you doing?
You're charging up. No, I heard it's because like when your feet are warm, it's better.
I know.
Google it.
I'll
I didn't
look
make
it up.
I wish I did, but I didn't.
No, dude, I don't actually.
So wait a minute. So you have the mostly no flap. Does that mean when you're at work, are you using the urinal or no?
Anywhere I try not to use a urinal, safety issue.
What?
If someone were to run up on me, I already am down one hand because I'm holding my dick.
Who the fuck is running up on you?
I don't know. It's just always been a thing.
What kind of a fucking life are you?
It's just a paranoid bathroom.
What?
It's a public bathroom.
What are you hanging out with RJ? You scared someone's gonna be yakking it in the corner? Like, what the fuck?
Well, then I can just walk out. Like, as soon as I see that, I'm out. Like, I'm not hanging out in the bathroom. Like, RJ.
Hey, man, he was assaulted.
He was assaulted, and he was dealing with
this is so much
sports
to
injury.
handle.
All right.
I'm really
so let me get
time.
to the point. All right, so I'll explain it. So like I said,
because if I could use a urinal, I'd use it all the fucking time. It sounds dope. You just get in there, you fucking whoosh, piss, whoosh, you're done. Like, what the fuck? That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a 1-2 quick situation. When I get in there, I gotta get in there. I gotta take the pants off. I gotta take my underwear off. I gotta sit down.
So you might not know this, The urinal is probably like the worst because people disrespect the fuck out of the urinal. There's always like gum and shit in there. No one ever
Cares?
flushes
You
it.
think I'm fucking pissed? Who gives a fuck what's in there?
There's
put
splash.
a
I don't
cheeseburger
need fucking splash up on my pants.
Yeah, that does sound like
I don't need that.
Sounds like an issue that I feel like it should have been solved at this point. Like, why don't you guys have like little like
Yeah, no,
like,
I don't think
splash
anyone
guards or something?
other than like the sensor that flushes when you walk away. I don't think any major advancement has been made in the urinal.
Why would they not have some sort of splash guard, like a sneeze guard that they got in the fucking salad bar?
I don't know.
Hmm.
But okay,
$1 million idea.
Back to my original point. Just because you don't have a flap doesn't mean you need to sit down. So he's sitting down just because he likes it.
Right, but I'm saying, so like, are you using the urinal with your no flap boxer briefs?
Well, if I have to use a urinal.
So you're just a no urinal guy. Like, the option's there, and you're like, I would rather.
If the stalls are open, I'll go stall. Just because I close the door.
Crazy.
It's harder for somebody to get to me.
Who the fuck is getting to you?
Don't know.
Who are you?
I don't know, but they're not. They're not going.
Who's
They're not
coming
going
after
to.
you? Do you need somebody to? Does somebody
God,
come in there with a gun with you? Like, watch your back, dog?
My name may not be my first name.
I don't think it is. I fucking find
It may have been changed at some point.
Okay, so I clearly have had 2 conversations now with fucking sociopaths. I can't have a good conversation about.
Well, at work, yeah.
Because one of them's like sits to pee and gets his fucking balls wet, and the other one thinks he's gonna get jumped at the urinal.
I feel like mine's more of a rational fear.
No, they're both pretty psychotic. I mean,
Still rational.
And both of you are no flap underwear people, so I'm really learning a lot about men and their underwear habits.
So they're fairly stretchy, so I just like.
Oh, so if you're at the urinal, you're just like.
Either way, I'm just flapping it over. Urinal or not, just flopping over the top. I pull down and flop over, so I got some clearance.
Okay, yeah, because I was gonna say it sounds like you can get some dribble situation going.
You can, but so this underwear I wear is because it's more like compression shorts.
Okay.
Like sports stuff, which is really stretchy.
Okay. I have the same boxer briefs.
So that
Sans penis.
Not more than just getting some clearance. Get some clearance and like.
I just feel like but it's
would probably be harder with regular boxers. Because they're not as stretchy. It's just cotton.
I mean, the concept for me, the whole situation is difficult. I mean, I've never had a penis. I've never peed with a penis. So that makes it difficult. But my thing is like, I feel like at some point, right, like the stream dies, right? Or you're dribbling. You gotta be dribbling somewhere, right? Are we dribbling
Right, but you also should be wiping.
What? Dudes are not wiping.
Yes,
Shut the fuck up.
Yes.
No way.
Yeah, 100%.
Nope.
You gotta hit it with a little dab.
Nope.
A toilet paper.
Nope.
Okay. Yes.
Never in my entire existence on this planet. I'm 29 years old. I've never heard a dude wipe his willy. You've made this up.
No
you are the one. You are the only one. You're the only one. And when people hear this, they're gonna ostracize you now. And I want you to know something.
I hope so.
I'm gonna still be your friend, despite the fact that you fucking use toilet paper on your dick.
Okay, so.
When did this start? Have you always been like this?
Probably.
Oh my god, does anyone else now?
I've heard this from other people.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, so this is the way I was kind of raised to like, and this is like a crazy way, but my father's kind of crazy. So he goes, keep your situation, so keep your junk, in the status that it may go into somebody's mouth. So.
When did he tell you that?
I was a teenager.
What the?
I'm in high school.
Ridiculous. Okay.
That is a very. My dad's very
wild?
No, well, yeah, that, but he's very logical with how he explains things. So he comes from a science background, so everything's very like just cut to it. Like,
there's no science-oriented people's
There's no beating around the bush. It's like, hey man, keep your shit together and make sure it's like present.
If you were gonna put it in someone's mouth, or body, whatever.
That's the idea. He's trying to get me to like
in
understand
the best way possible. Yeah.
Cleanliness.
Literally insane.
Because you can just tell a kid like, hey, clean your dick. Like,
for sure.
They're probably going to be like, oh, my dick's clean.
Never
like, it's fine.
Been in this situation. But my brain is literally having like a nuclear level meltdown right now with the fact that there's no fucking, if we go to work tomorrow and we poll the men in that fucking store, nobody's patting. Nobody's
We gotta wait till Sunday.
Nobody's dabbing.
We gotta wait till Sunday because
Why?
I'm off. I changed my schedule.
Shit for why?
Change my schedule.
How do you change your schedule? You're staying later on Thursday, but you're not working on Friday? Does that mean you give more hours, bro?
It's not 4 more hours.
Oh.
No. I switched my day off because Sav's day off changed.
What's your day off now?
Friday.
As opposed to what?
Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, you were here Wednesday. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Nobody's dabbing. You psycho.
Definitely
There's
dabbing.
not a fucking no way. And, the person I really want to ask this question to is Combat Carl, because Combat Carl was ahead of the game. Combat Carl was the first person that ever said to me, he was like, yeah, I think it's a really good idea to sit and pee. I encourage sitting and peeing because it's actually better for you.
It might be. I know definitely there's ways you can poop, like sit when you're pooping, that's going to improve.
Oh, well, yeah, it's like that's the whole thing with the squatty potties, and everybody's got one of those.
They make like these slider things. It's like footrests. They slide underneath the toilet.
Okay.
Like they hug the base, and then you slide them out, and it puts your like feet a little bit higher.
Well, that's the squatty potty.
Right, but you don't have to squat.
You're
it
not
does it for you.
You're not squatting on a squatty potty thing either. It's just what it's called, dog.
Okay.
Read a book.
I will not.
Everybody poops.
That's what the book's called?
Yeah, you've never heard of that book?
Is that the kids' book?
Yeah, Everybody Poops. Yeah. You never heard of that book?
I know what the book is.
Okay, good. I'm glad. I know what books are too.
But yeah, you got hit with the dab sometimes.
That's fucking insane.
Okay.
Because there's the jiggle, right? It's
so,
the fucking...
Scenario. Well, jiggle, but sometimes the jiggle, it's a science, okay? Like sometimes liquid doesn't fly off. Whatever, it's actually, whatever. Please, I'm going to give you a scenario, okay?
Okay.
Alright. You're in bed with a special lady. Someone from Facebook Marketplace finally came over.
Fuck you, it's Craigslist.
She's, you guys are in bed. It's probably moving to where you want it to move. She's like, hey, I gotta go pee.
Okay.
Gets up, goes to the bathroom.
Yep.
Would you not appreciate if she did like an extra little dab? Make sure everything's wiped off?
They're always dabbing. We're always dabbing. That's a dab situation
right,
all the time.
But it's a... Would you not appreciate a double dab?
This is not a good... because they're
I'm
always
shaking,
dabbing.
I'm shaking, and then the dab.
No, nobody fucking dabs. That's a dude.
100%.
You're a psycho.
No way.
Good God.
No way.
You're a lunatic.
I might be, but there's definitely other people dabbing.
That's fucking nuts. You know who really would not appreciate the dab? The same people that the reason I got into this conversation with Carl about sitting to fucking pee was I had a friend that was a counselor at day camp, and she was the counselor of these younger kids, and like it was a mixed group, like boys and the girls, because they're young, right? Mm-hmm. They're like fucking 3 or 4 or some shit. They're really young, and so like they would take like bathroom breaks all together, right? And the girls would go in one. Actually, no, I think they all just went in the same fucking room.
That's wild.
Pretty sure, because they're young.
Yeah, but at that age, they're already separated. At least from my experience.
I don't think so. I think they were all together because I remember seeing the boys in the bathroom. So
they might share a bathroom, but not go at the same time.
No, they're not going at the same time. I'm just saying, like, they bring the whole group in at once. They're like, we're going to all just fucking take a piss and then fucking leave. They all go into the stalls by themselves, and we all just do one at a time situation.
It's probably split.
Like a fucking corral. Anyway, she was saying that, like, one of the boys' parents called up really mad because the boy came home and he started to sit to pee.
Oh, you told me about that.
Right, because they were sitting
lost
to
his
pee.
Mind.
And the dad was like, my son's a boy, he doesn't sit to pee, how could he? And they were like, sir, like, it's easier, it's cleaner, like, he doesn't know any different, and also, like, it's a quicker, best situation for everybody. Like, this is, what? And he was just like, no, like, my boy stands to pee, and I'm like, this is fucking, so if, there's no way his kid's dabbing. Not a fucking shot.
There's no way his kid doesn't have emotional trauma. Because that's not anyone who was present during potty training saying.
Oh, yeah, no, right?
Potty training, you just want them to get it in the fucking bowl. I don't care if you're upside down. Get it in the bowl. Not on the floor, in the bowl.
Not his son, Mark. His son thinks it's a pig.
Okay. Anyways. That's not a thing. Also, if you, like, yell at kids, like that little, when they're learning something, and you're like, hey, you're not going to do it this way. And they know that they're doing the end goal. Right. Like they know they're pissing in the toilet. True. And they're like, this is what mom and dad want. Okay. How they got there is the rough part. They're still figuring that out. Okay. But if you like say, no, you can't do it that way, they're not going to want to do it, period.
Huh.
potty training is... So, I learned potty training is one of those things, like, you cannot force, because they will be like, I'm not doing it.
Really?
Just think about it.
Right.
It's something you never had to worry about as far as, like,
Sure.
going to piss somewhere, stopping what you're doing, going to piss, and now suddenly, hey, if you don't, you're going to make a big mess. And now you're just like, what's all this? There's piss on the floor, my pants are wet, it's like, whole situation.
Okay.
So you can't rush it, because then it'll be like, I don't want to do this. Like, it's too...
Right. That makes sense, yeah.
So, yeah, you can't rush it, let alone...
have stipulations.
At 4 years old, have requirements for how it's done.
Okay, I do think, though, part of it is, like, I think some guys have, like, some trauma about, like, you know, at some point, like, maybe they got bullied in school for, like, maybe peeing the wrong way, or...
Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause, I mean, again, never been the owner of a penis, but... You know, through friends of mine, I've heard stories of, like, people that they would make fun of, like, the other kids that would pee in a fucking dumb way. Like, they, you know, like our coworker who probably pees with
There's
his hands
only
down around
so
the
many
ankles.
ways to pee.
Right, but the point is like, you know, like, the underwear and pants around the ankles situation.
Yeah, you're
that
getting
kid's
made...
a fucking weirdo, right?
If you're a kid getting made fun of, like, you're not having a good time.
But the point is, I think, like, a lot of dads, like, are like, I don't want that to be my kid. I don't want my kid to get made fun of, so... Instead of being like, hey, man, like, you pee however the fuck you want to pee, and I'm proud of you, he's like, pee like a man!
You stand up.
You stand up and you pee like a man! And you're gonna be straight and marry a woman! And go to church! And no abortions!
Meanwhile, the kid's just, like, pulling a Lego out of his nose.
Right? Like, you got Jesus in your heart, son, and he's just like, I just farted! Like, what? Okay? I don't know, man. I don't know if listen, I don't know anything about being a parent. I'm not a parent. I also don't know if I'd be a good parent, because I would just be like, whatever the fuck makes you happy, bro.
It's harder to be a shitty parent than a good parent.
I don't know about that. Seems like it's super easy to be a shitty parent, because there's so many shitty parents.
That's what I'm saying. Like, well, no, it's harder to be a shitty parent.
How? There's so many bad parents. Like, look at all the people that are in therapy.
You have to,
you know
right?
what I mean?
But
Like, they're all fucked up from shit their parents did.
So you have to make, like, an effort, like, to be a shitty parent. You also have to be like, I'm seeing my kids struggle, and how we're, like, say we're trying to get my kid.
But
to
if
do
you're
something.
not there, then you don't see them struggle.
Right.
And well, that's a shitty parent. Right?
Right. So if you're not there, 100%. But if you're there and you're like, yeah, we're trying to get you to do this, and I understand this is stressing you out, I'm just going to force you to do it. Like, stuff like that. Like, you have to make, that's an effort. Like, just...
I suppose. I hear what you're saying.
Like, if you're just there, and you're just like, listen when your kid's like, hey, dad, hey, mom.
Yeah.
Check this out. Like...
Yeah, but then on, like, that same coin, like, you know, you have all these, you know, kids that are like, hey, mom, hey, dad, like, I'm gay. And then they're like, you get the fuck out of this house, you know?
Well, yeah. But that's also generally, like, a little bit older. Like, you're not doing that to a 5-year-old.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, being, like, a parent, you know, being a shitty parent.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so.
But it's the same thing. Like, you could have just heard your kid out.
Yeah.
And you could just sat there and listen to what they had to say. But no, they said, hey, I'm gay, and they're just like, get out. It's like, you didn't have to say anything.
Yeah, I know, right? I don't know, man. I want to have some kids, though.
Like, adopt or birth?
I would birth them.
Solid.
I've always been down for that situation.
More
like
power to you.
So I have always wanted to have a kid, and even when I, you know, came out as gay, and I was like, I still want to have a child. And my good friend had her first baby, and when I was hanging out with her, she was super pregnant. She was like, I don't know, she was probably like 32 weeks or something. She's super pregnant, right? Mm-hmm. She's having a fucking time, you know, like her ankles are swollen, she's tired, she had morning sickness for the first like 2 months, like fucking not a great time, right? And I'm sitting there, I'm hanging out with her, and I was like, yeah, you know, like I still, you know, I still really want kids, like I want kids someday. And then she's just looking at me, and I'm like, you know, and I want to carry a kid, like I want to do that. And then she looks at me and she goes, this life, it's not for you. And I was like, wait, and I'm just like the same face, just like, what do you mean? And she goes, Samantha, you're knocked out for a week when you have a cold. This is not for you. And I was like, what does that fucking mean? She's like, my ankles are so swollen and I am so tired and I can't drink for the entire duration of this pregnancy. Like, do you not... I can't have cold cuts. And I was like, none? Like, no cold cuts at all?
No sushi?
No sushi? And then she's like, yeah. And I was like, I still want to do it. And she was like, you fucking don't. You have no idea what the fuck you're saying right now. You don't. She's like, she's like, I'm telling you, I've known you for like 7 years. This ain't for you. And I was like, she's like, maybe get your wife to do it or adopt. And I was like, I don't know.
It's rough when it's a like 100% normal pregnancy, let alone like complications or like, you know, you start getting sick or something crazy, right?
I mean, like,
it is. Listen, go for it.
I would like to do it. The other thing is I'm 29 now, so I'm getting kind of fucking old, and you know.
Not true.
I think you're getting kind of fucking old at 29. You're getting up there. I can, but like the fucking walls are closing in situation. If I were smart and responsible, I'd probably like freeze my eggs or something, but I won't do that.
I mean, I was 29 when my son was born, and I think it was a good age. The only thing I would say is like maybe a little bit younger, just because the energy involved. Listen, they get more active as you get older, and it's just like, I'm exhausted.
I think I would be cool though with adopting, and also like I wouldn't have an issue adopting. And then obviously like girls I talk to, some girls have kids, and I wouldn't have an issue with that. And I've talked to some girls who have the kids, and they're like, "Where the fuck are you going?"
Wandering.
What?
Just making sure it's still running. So this is the first one, the trial run.
Yeah.
Just trying to make sure it's all...
Well, so like some girls have kids, right? And I don't have an issue with that. And they're always like, I have a kid, I'm a fucking mom or whatever, I have 2 kids, I have 3, whatever the fuck. I don't give a shit. I don't have a problem with that. And my thought process is this, and this might be a little bit fucked up. If they have kids already,
okay, it's
kind of like adopting a puppy that's been trained. Like, I feel like a little bit of the footwork's been done.
Yeah.
Yes, because, I'm not talking about, like, like a fucking, like a 1-year-old, she's got, like, 4-year-old or 5-year-old, and it's like, cool, we skipped a lot. Skipped a lot. That's what I'm saying, we skipped a lot. So, like, there's a lot that, we're past at this point. So, we're kind of off and running.
You're past some of the hardest parts.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's like getting a puppy that's already, a year or 2 old.
But it's the hardest parts, but you definitely miss it.
Well, it's not
your kid.
It's not my child, so I don't know what I missed.
You don't know what you missed.
And then it's like you come in, you're in there, they're off to a running start already. It sounds like a great sitch.
I guess if you just want a kid, like, to raise from X point to the next, but
well, I'm just saying I think the situation's a good situation. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care what age the kid is, right? And maybe it could be like 6 months old, which is kind of fucking scary that you maybe had a baby daddy 6 months ago and now you're fucking out in the world. But stuff happens.
And then Sam's to the rescue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. You want a newborn and a child? Here I am. But yeah, like I just feel like, again, it's like kind of like when you adopt a puppy that's like it's still a puppy at like 3 years old, but it's like the puppy knows stuff now. The puppy can sit and the puppy can go outside, potty. You know what I'm saying? Like,
solid.
I was just thinking, man. Like, I just think like that's a pretty nice setup.
I mean, it can be. I completely forgot to do this.
Oh no.
I was supposed to put this out there.
Put what up there? Oh. What's this computer for?
The one I bought for you?
Yeah. Like, why is it here?
Because this is my desk.
Yeah, but this is just why is this here?
Like right now?
Yeah.
So I didn't want phones out, like doing this the whole time. So I was like, if something needed to be like looked up, just use that.
Oh.
Anytime I talk to Jan, we usually get into something where like we need to verify something.
That's because Jan thinks he knows everything.
Well, no, but we get into a lot of like sports stats and some. If you go down a rabbit hole,
We
like
could have talked about some sports for sure.
what sport? You watching the Women's World Cup? Absolutely not. Listen, in the past,
I only know Megan Rapinoe or whatever her fucking name is because she's hot.
I support women's sports, 100%.
This is already got an advantage.
No, solid.
I'm waiting for the fucking butt.
But
there it is. There's the butt. Here comes the fucking misogynistic comment.
No, there's no misogynistic comment.
Here comes the sexist nonsense.
This week. 3 different women have asked if I'm watching the Women's World Cup. I'm a big soccer fan. So they've asked me if I'm watching the World Cup.
And?
I've asked all 3 of them the same question, and none of them were watching it.
Okay, are they also big soccer fans, though?
They watch soccer, yeah.
But
not big fans.
Okay, so you're a big fan. How much of a big fan can you be if you're not watching the women's fucking
There's some men's soccer I don't watch. Like that's the thing.
So
like,
you're just a fake fan. You're not a real
but
fan.
I have the teams that I support, and
it's
I
not
watch them. They don't happen to be.
Mark does not support women's sports. I support the fuck out of women's sports.
That's gonna get clipped. I love that.
That's gonna get clipped. Shut the fuck up. This is who you are. Okay? Keep the dab in. You dab your dick and you don't like women's sports. That's the hot take on you.
How manly could I get?
Ridiculous. Actually, you're like.
I mean, I'll probably watch the final to watch it, but.
I've never been into soccer or football or whatever the fuck it is. I've never been.
Do you watch any women's sports?
Oh, women's rugby.
They're pretty solid.
Woo! Dude. My challenge to all of the straight women in the world. If you are like, I'm fucking straight, I love dicks, they're awesome, balls to the face, go ahead and watch women's rugby and tell me that you don't feel a little something. Go ahead and watch it.
I feel a little something.
Dude, oh my god, these girls are fucking stacked, bro. They're stacked and they're so fucking hot.
What about women's MMA? Yeah.
Bro,
I'll watch that.
I am embarrassed at the noise that just came out of my mouth. So.
100% some monster kickboxers that are women, and I'll watch that.
Yeah, fuck yeah. And the thing is,
For sure.
Full disclosure, I think these women are fucking hot, but I also think that they are incredibly talented. I'm not trying to diminish the fact that these women put in mad work and, train incredibly hard for their professions. Some of them, their professions,
If you're a professional athlete, you are very good. Like, there's only, pick any sport.
For sure.
The number, if you count up the total professionals, it's not, compared to how many people probably participate in that sport, the number of professionals you get paid to do this is very low.
Well, I mean,
man, woman, whatever, you clearly are skilled at what you're doing.
But even if you're not being paid and you're playing competitively, you know what I mean? Like you're playing competitively, so you're putting in work to be there competitively, right? Because you want to get ranked or whatever the fuck, and get awards or whatever the fuck, right? So I don't want to take away from the fact that these women put in tremendous work, because they really fucking do. I mean, I can't even fathom the effort that's put in to some of these MMA girls. Like, I've seen it, and it's crazy. That being said, wreck me. Like, where do I sign the fuck up? Like, where do I sign up?
I feel like you can sign up. It may not be sanctioned, but you can probably sign up, and they'll wrestle you.
See, that's the thing. Like, I don't want to be a disrespectful piece of shit and go there and be like, I'm there just because women are super hot. But, so I don't even, I've wanted to get into combat sports, but then I'm like, I have to really be careful because I might start wrestling with a girl and I'm going to be like, I'm fucking confused now. I don't know what's happening.
You go where I take my kid.
Can I join his kid class? Because I'm probably at that level.
They would mess you up. Those kids are solid.
Honestly?
They're also a little bit old. So, Killian's not a good reference.
Okay. I feel like Killian could probably kick my ass, though.
Probably. His back kick's pretty solid.
I don't think I can even back kick.
But he's on the smaller size scale, and he's probably a couple years younger than the next person in age.
Okay.
He's way smaller than anybody else. He's younger, so he's not a good range, or I guess a good example of the kids that are there. They're a lot older. So yeah, they'd whoop your ass. Join the men's class. Or not the men's class, but the adult class. There's women.
Men's class.
So there's
really
women in that class.
I also don't want any dudes all over me.
They don't spar. They like
if
anything they pair up and do some stuff, and then you just pick the chick.
That's the other thing.
Pick the chick.
Yeah, but that's the other thing too that I am fully cognizant of is that I've never been a sports person. Okay, never. Not even when I was younger. Not when I became a fucking homo. Never at any point.
Did you think you suddenly like fucking sports?
I did.
Oh yeah, we talked about this. You thought all these changes.
I thought once I became a fag. Can't say fag probably. Once I became gay.
You can say it.
Probably shouldn't say it on a podcast. Listen,
I'm not condoning it.
Once I became a homosexual out in the world, once that became my full final form, like Pokemon, I thought that I would get some skills. I thought that I'd maybe be better at construction type activities.
Yeah, you can't even put up curtains.
I cannot put up curtains. I can't put up a shelf. I'm working on it. Can I just say that I'm working on it? But I will say that I found out the other day, I thought a stud was something that's metal, and it's not.
No, it's a chick that looks like a guy.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking in the world of construction.
Oh, okay. We're still...
It was
Keep confusing
wood.
Right.
When I found that out, I was like, "Oh, we're set back."
There's a little machine. There's a little machine called a stud finder.
I know.
I have one.
I already made the joke about like.
Yeah, everybody makes that.
For sure. I made that joke, and then the two people I was with were like, "Well, at least you have that down," which is part of doing any kind of projects. And I was like, "Don't put a power tool in my hands, though." I went to Home Depot several years ago. And I went to play with the nail gun. And so I pulled the trigger on the nail gun. And it made a really loud noise and I ran out. I was really scared. I was super scared.
It was probably just still hooked up to like an air compressor.
Oh my god, I was so terrified. I was like, and then I just fucking ran out.
Does that count as an ND?
No, because nothing came out.
You don't know that. You put it down and ran.
No, I'd have known. I'd have fucking known if something fucking got skewered by a nail. Yeah, but no, I've never been into sports. And in college, I tried rugby for a little bit because I thought it would be fun. And I thought it'd be fun to like hit people really, really hard. And I've also liked rugby. I always liked rugby. I thought it was an interesting sport. I used to watch it, and I used to play it like as a club sport in high school. Like I liked it. It was a fun game. So I was like, fuck it, I'll play it. I did that for like 2 weeks and I was like, this ain't me, fam. I'm fucking Audi 360. I'll be on the sidelines.
What was the problem?
All of it?
Is it too physically exhausting?
Yeah. I don't know if you know this, but sports involve a lot of physical activity. And I am not a fan of that at all. So I was like, yeah, this ain't for me, dog. Despite the fact that there were so many hot girls on that fucking team. The other thing was this rugby team at the college I was at the time was at a Catholic college. Mm. And being gay and also Jewish probably was not the move for me.
How'd they let you in?
I don't know. I guess they can let anybody in. They hope I see the light, I guess. I don't fucking know. There's statues of shit everywhere. Mary, Jesus. They're all over the fucking place.
Were you just like, this is bullshit?
I was like, these are scary. Why the hell are these everywhere? You guys want this in your life all the goddamn time? Ooh. I had a woman tell me I was going to go to hell during a philosophy class. But she said it in like the most like fucking trashy New York way. She was like, Jesus is going to love you, but you're going to go to hell. And I was like,
thanks.
Okay.
I guess.
And I was like, your God sounds like an asshole, if that's how that
100%.
works. Like, and she was like, don't worry, like, I'll still pray for you. And I was like,
please don't.
Please die. Please go somewhere. Also, Catholic Catholic high schools, like, I can't talk about Catholic colleges. Those girls are nuts. Those parties were fucking
Are they just
crazy.
waiting to let loose?
Yeah. Dude, they get turned.
This was what I'm trying to explain.
They get turned, dog.
And 100% we're going to get into
Halloween?
it when he comes on here, but BYU, these Mormons,
they gotta get fucking wrecked.
They're just waiting, which is why they come up with these crazy things.
Yeah.
To, like, get around
I think
around the rules.
I think
Are you
if you're
spilling beer everywhere?
There's nothing really left. I didn't even know there was a little dribble in here. But
That's why you got it.
If I dabbed it, then I wouldn't have had that problem.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I didn't anticipate like these girls to be Halloween was insane. Like the costumes that they wore, the way that they were acting. I was like, where the fuck am I? And this is a pretty well-known Catholic school on Long Island.
Is it safe to assume that, like, if they were at that school, most of them went to a Catholic high school?
Probably. I mean, like,
so then they get to college and they're like,
fuck it, we fall. And it's mostly a commuter college, to be honest. Like, not a lot of people are staying on that campus. What the fuck was I going there for? At the time at that time I was actually an English major.
Solid. My brother has an English degree.
Yeah, so I was
it served him well somehow. But.
Well, I've always been really good at writing. Like, I've always been dog shit at, like, math and sciences. And so I was always really good at English-type activities. And so I was like, okay, like, I guess I'll just pursue that. That seems fucking easy.
I thought I was okay at writing, because I used to write a lot of short stories. And then my kid brother, who's like 4.5 years younger than me, I think it was towards the end of middle school or maybe the beginning of high school. He's like, "Hey, I wrote this trilogy." And I'm just like, I'm not good at anything. Yeah,
I'm not good at shit.
Yeah, I'm not good at stuff. My brother will pick up anything, and not that he doesn't work at it, but the way he works at it, he instantly becomes very good at something. So, like,
I can't relate.
Writing, bass guitar, whatever it is. Like, he picks it up and he self-teaches, and it turns into, like...
Is that just for, like, creative outlets, though, or is he good at things that are, like, mechanical as well? Like... No,
he calls me about the most basic things to do with a car.
Okay, so he's a creative individual.
But I'm sure... I don't think he has any interest in it. Mm. Like, if he were to randomly get an interest in a car, I'm sure within a year he could probably build his own. Mm. Like, he's just that... He picks it up, and he doesn't just pick it up like he's very knowledgeable about whatever it is. I can barely talk to him about whiskey. I thought I was pretty versed in whiskey.
Yeah.
I had him start drinking it. Same thing with cigars. And fucking 2 weeks later, he's just like, "Yo, I got this from this and this." I'm like...
Dude, I had the best night.
I'm like, "You're already beyond me."
I
don't... You teach me.
You teach me. I don't really like whiskey. I'm not a whiskey person.
What's your drink of choice? Besides
these days,
beers. Fucking NASCAR soda you brought to my house.
Yeah, these days I like beer. Somebody wanted me to try the Voodoo Ranger IPA. They said it was like really good.
IPA is disgusting. Whoever told you that likes the way motor oil tastes. IPA
well, they're like, if you like this, they're like, I think you'd really like the Voodoo Ranger. And I was like, or there was one that was like something juice or something. I don't fucking know. People were like, you should really try the Voodoo Ranger. And I'm like, I don't know. I guess. I don't really fucking care that much about that kind of shit. I'm like, this tastes good. I'm gonna drink it. Like, last night, though, I went and I had a Captain and Coke, which is like one of my favorite mixed drinks. Dude, I had a Captain and Coke and one of my favorite cigars, and I was...
Having a good time.
I was having an out-of-body experience. I was having such a good time. I think maybe it's because I was tired, and... I don't know, dude. I guess I was tired, and like the drink just hit me really good, and this cigar is my favorite cigar right now. I've been smoking it every single time I go there, and I'm just having a great time. It was so great. Like, I'm looking forward to going again. I'll probably go on Friday night.
Did you go over to the same place?
Yeah, smoke it. Yeah. Dude, it's just, they have the cigars I like, and the cigar that I've been crazy about lately is it's called Brick House, and it's called a Double Connecticut, and it's like a double wrapped cigar, and it is just, it is so smooth. It's like butter, and it just fucking tastes and feels so good.
I'll see if my brother's coming in. He's coming into town at the latest Monday, but I told him, I'm like, hey, my schedule changed. I'm off Friday, Saturday if you want. And, you know, work and everything. I'm like, dude, shoot down.
Yeah.
Hang out a little bit longer.
Should go fucking smoke.
But, yeah, if he's down here...
Because that is just... That cigar is, like... I mean, like, I've had there are cigars that I like. Like, I can name a bunch that I like and enjoy to smoke. That one is, like, at my top, and it has not been knocked off for, like, at least a month now. It's so good.
So that's your go-to now.
Oh my fucking god, yeah. Brick House makes good cigars just in general, but the Brick House Double Connecticut is, like, insane. I usually take the Robusto, I do a fucking punch, and I'm having the best time. And it's also, like, the best part about it is it's like a $7 cigar. Well, it's like an $8 cigar. It's like $7.90. It's like an $8 cigar.
That's not bad.
And it is good. And I've had expensive cigars. For a minute, I was really into Davidoff's, and those are fucking expensive.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
Those are like $20, $15 cigars. And then, you know, I like Monte Cristos sometimes, but those are also kind of expensive. Those are also like a $10, $12 cigar. Like these Brick House, which is apparently by J.C. Newman. Oh, they're fucking good.
You ever had any Cubans?
I think once I did when I was in the Dominican Republic, because they had them.
Yeah.
And I wasn't overly impressed. But I feel like what's unfair about that is, like, there's so much hype associated with a Cuban cigar. Everyone's like, that's the cigar.
Well, it's just hype here because we can't get them here.
Yeah.
Like, my dad would, like, find them in some random place when he would go, like, vacation overseas.
Yeah.
He'd get them on, like, a layover somewhere.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, I just walk in them.
And the other thing is, like, I can't even verify that they're Cubans. How the fuck do I know they're Cubans? You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody could be like, yeah, these are fucking Cubans. And they're just, like, fucking hand-rolled. I have no goddamn idea what the fuck they are. Who the fuck knows? I have no idea. I think, like, 98% of those Cuban cigars are not. They're probably just fake. Unless you're in fucking Cuba and you got a Cuban
you're
rolling you a Cuban cigar, you can't really verify, can you? You can't. You don't fucking know.
That'd be sick, though.
Though I think the best cigars I had were in the Dominican Republic. They were just so good. They know what the fuck they're doing. Their tobacco is so good. The way that they fucking wrap them is so good. I mean, one of my most favorite two of my most favorite vacation experiences were in the Dominican Republic, having to do with cigars. One was I was on vacation and I had this like really nice 4-course meal, and at the end, where they give you, like, the dessert, they give you a menu, and the menu has, obviously, like, after-dinner drinks, but then they had a full menu of cigars. And I was like, this is where I should be living. These people know how to live.
Am I dead?
Dude, I couldn't believe it when I flipped over. I was like, and I'm with non-smokers. But that's, like, my entire life. Like, nobody smokes cigars. It's, like, a very strange thing for any young individual to be into, I think. There's not a lot of young people smoking cigars. How many young people do you know smoke cigars?
Not too many.
Right? It's just not, like, a real thing.
But I don't know a ton of people that smoke cigars, period.
Truth. That's what I'm saying. So, like, young people, even less. People in general, even less. So, like, I'm sitting at a table with, like, 8 of my friends, and I see that they have a cigar list. And I'm like, y'all are going to have to deal with this smoke, because this is tits. I'm at a restaurant. They brought it to me and they cut it for me, and it was awesome.
That's actually sounds cool.
It was, and I had this big meal. So like after that huge meal and drinking and having they had a drag.
It's a good time.
I was dead.
It's a good time.
And then the second greatest experience I had on vacation in the Dominican Republic was I went and took these ATVs on like back roads. It was a guided tour on the back roads of the Dominican Republic.
Okay.
And at the end, they bring you back and they serve you fried chicken and
a cigar.
well, they fried chicken, and then they give you this drink called Mama Juana, which is I guess it's like a rum drink. I don't know how to describe it. I don't remember.
It gets you fucked up. I know where it is.
Oh, it's so good though. It's super good. So they gave us fried chicken and Mama Juana, and then there was a guy that they brought in to hand roll cigars. So he's hand rolling cigars. I'm smoking a cigar. I'm eating fried chicken and drinking Mama Juana in the middle of nowhere, Dominican Republic. I'm having the best time. I was like, I could stay here forever. And then on the drive back to where we were staying, they just kept pouring us drinks. I was like, I love these people. They like to smoke and drink and give me fried chicken. Can't speak a lick of what they're saying. I have no idea what they're saying. No idea. But great people. Super hardworking.
You guys are awesome.
They're so hardworking.
Don't know what you said, but you're awesome.
They're great. I love them. They're so, because they really are so hardworking. Like, I tipped them super good because they were just really good people. Like, they worked hard and had a good time, a good experience. They kept giving me fucking drinks. The fried chicken was yummy, and I had a cigar. I'm having a great time. Good people. Great times, both visits. That being said, I did also see a lot of people wielding machetes.
I mean, that's just a normal tool.
I don't feel like maybe in the fucking setting that I was seeing it in, but I mean, they were just like walking around the streets with them.
Yeah, so you just...
And then also lots of babies on the front with mopeds with like no protective equipment.
Yeah, that's how that rolls.
Lots of people crammed up in vans with the fucking doors open. Like situations.
Apparently people are freaking out because they're hearing that people in like the Scandinavia area, like a common practice is to leave like your baby out in the cold.
I saw that.
In the stroller while like, you're in the cafe or you're in their house or something like that. And I'm like...
I mean, why is this surprising? The Scandinavians do some weird shit. I'm not surprised.
Also, if there's like only 10 people in your town, and 3 of those 10 people are babies, like, you're probably safe leaving it out. You're probably more worried about like wildlife.
Yeah, I'm scared like a fucking Scandinavian hawk is gonna come and steal the IKEA baby. I was trying to think of like a name of an IKEA furniture.
But you can't pronounce them, so.
Yeah, I don't know. There's gotta be something like the fucking... Isn't Bjorn a fucking Scandinavian artist?
Might be.
Well, that's an artist, Bjorn.
Yeah. I don't know where that name came from, though. I don't know if they made that up, or...
I don't know. I do know, though, if I had somebody... is Sweden in that...
yeah.
Is Scandinavian?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm really geographically bad, by the way. I don't know anything about geography. I feel like, I don't know, man, like, if I had a Scandinavian friend or somebody from Sweden, I would 100% ask them all the time, at different points of the day, what different IKEA furniture names were and what they mean.
Would you be upset if you found out that they was just all bullshit? Like, they weren't actually words?
No.
They weren't actual words.
I'd be upset if they weren't words, but I do expect them to be some kind of words. I don't expect them to necessarily have any relation to the object.
They just put letters and little symbols together and we're like, this is it. Like, these Americans won't know.
I would write so many letters. I'd be so mad. Right after I write Tom Petty, they're right on the fucking list.
He's gonna write you back. Don't do it. You're not gonna like it.
It's so
He's gonna send you a voice note. He's just gonna say, good girl.
Like, what the fuck? So mortifying, man. I don't know. Have you ever said that to a girl?
I don't think so.
Okay. That's fucking weird.
No. It sounds too nice.
Well...
No, I get why people say it, like, in the throes.
Yeah,
but,
in the throes.
For me, it sounds too nice.
Is there anything that like they could say to you that's a fucking instant game over? The only person I've ever known, like I've known somebody that has said is somebody calls them daddy and they're fucking instantly turned off. It was a dude. They were like, no. I'm just not.
Man,
can't.
Racial slur, maybe. No.
Who the fuck is doing that?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
That would just be so out of left field. Unless it's just some wild kind of role play we're doing, just don't do that. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, I'm not. I'm pretty open to self-expression. Like, you should say whatever you want to say.
I don't think there's anything a girl could say that would be... I don't know. It's not happened, so I don't fucking know. But, like... Yeah, I wanted to say, like, good girl, but, like, I don't care if a girl says that to me. If a guy said that to me, I'd be mortified. But I'm also not fucking...
Don't say my first name.
Mark?
That's bad. There's nothing sexy about that name, so don't say that.
At any point, if they're just like, say your name.
Yeah, nickname's okay, but first name, not. It's not. Listen, if I had like a cool...
I don't like my first name, but I don't care if they call me Samantha.
That's wild.
It's kind of odd.
I guess.
It's kind of odd, especially if nobody calls you that. Actually, there's only 2 people right now that call me that. Well, there's only 1 person right now that calls me that. The other person is dead.
Okay.
My grandmother and Mason. And me and Mason aren't fucking. But I'm saying, like, if a girl...
Tell him that.
Like if a girl was like, "I'll be Samantha," I'd be, that's kind of sexy. Mark is not a hot name though. Get that. Samantha's kind of sexy, so. Sam is not.
I'm not fighting it. I'm not trying to make my name sexy, but just don't. You don't try to make it sexy. Don't think that's what I want, basically. Don't. Because it's not.
Has somebody said that and you just be like,
I don't think so.
Nobody said your name during sex? That's crazy to me.
My first name, my government name? No, I don't think so.
As opposed to what other name? Your government name.
Possible nicknames.
Yeah, but no, fucking... Nobody said Mark when you're having sex?
Not that I can think of.
That's crazy. I'm always saying somebody else's name if I'm having sex.
It's wild.
Also.
Is it because you're reading it off their tramp stamp, or...?
I don't know, man. I've been told I'm a relatively loud individual. I don't shut the fuck up, so...
Oh, you think?
Listen, if I'm having a good time, everyone's gonna know about it. You're gonna know about it, the neighbors are gonna know about it, the pets are gonna know about it, everyone's gonna know I'm having a good time. And you should feel fucking good about it.
I mean, that's fair. I'm not judging that. But...
And I'll fucking say your name. So if you have an issue with that, you're gonna tell me straight up. Like, if you don't like being called fucking, fucking Sasha or something, you better say that. If you don't like being called fucking Nicole, say that. Because I'm gonna say it. What's your middle name?
Andrew.
Oh, it was worse. Golly, your parents named you and they were just like, we're gonna make this guy sound super unattractive.
Thanks.
He's gonna sound like an accountant. Mark Andrew.
It'd be okay if I was at least a good accountant, but I not even that, so yeah.
Could have at least been like the other accountant, the spicy accountants.
Spicy accountant?
Yeah, that's what they call OnlyFans people.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant kind of like Ben
Ben
Affleck in that movie, The Accountant, where he was like the autistic.
I mean, that's
hitman.
obviously a good accountant.
That would have been good.
But I'm saying, they call OnlyFans people accountants.
I've never heard that. No, but I also don't frequent OnlyFans.
I don't want to get into this. About this fucking nonsense that nobody goes on OnlyFans except for fucking me. I don't want to fucking hear it. I'm like the only person I've ever talked to that's fucking subscribed to an OnlyFans.
You might be.
That's such bullshit. Like, the fucking website is popular for fucking
I'm not
porn.
saying there aren't other people doing it.
I just think it's funny that every person I talk to, and I'm like, yeah, I've paid for fucking porn, is like, that's crazy. I'm like, there's no way. Have you ever paid for porn?
No.
Never, not once.
No.
Not once.
Money.
Not for a goddamn clip.
No.
Not for a fucking titty pic.
It's free on the internet.
That's outrageous. That's outrageous.
It's free on the internet. I get why people pay for it. They want something hyper specific.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's immersive.
I'm not judging that. I also don't think that every single person you've asked is being truthful. That's
what I'm saying. And that's what I think is crazy. Because, I'm being honest with you. I'm saying, hey, yeah, there's been people. There's a person I'm subscribed to right now on OnlyFans. I think it's like $10. And guess what? Good $10 spent.
Yeah, I mean...
I hope that they're spending it on something good.
They probably drive a real nice car.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I have no idea. They are very attractive. Listen, the point I'm trying to make here is everyone's always like, I don't even pay for porn, that's crazy. OnlyFans, you're nuts. And I'm like, listen, the website has become what it is because everybody's paying for porn. That's why that website is the way that it is. It wasn't supposed to originally be a porn site. It wasn't supposed to be that. It was supposed to be for, just general fucking fan content.
Aware. That's where they really blew up when they said they were going to stop putting, they were going to stop allowing, lewd videos and lewd content on their platform.
Yeah, I think that's when I found out there was lewd content on there.
Everybody was like, wait a minute. There's a thing out there that's just full of this.
I will say that...
and then they blew the fuck up. So that, I at this point, I think that was a setup. I don't think
that was
to not show anything.
I do have a threshold for it, though. I have a threshold for, how much I'm willing to pay.
What's your cap? Monthly cap?
$15.
On a person or total?
What do you mean, on a person? Oh, you mean,
Like
no, total, like $50.
Total, okay,
That's it.
okay.
We're not going over 50. That's too much. Which is also like, sometimes like I'll subscribe to somebody, and what I fucking find infuriating is when I'm paying to subscribe to you, and then like you're like, if you want to see more, tip me. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I just fucking hate you, woman.
It's like the freemium games where like it's free to play on your phone, but then you got all these in-game purchases you can make.
Come on,
yeah, come
dude.
on.
I've already taken my credit card out. I put it in there.
The automatic payments are set up. Like you're gonna get your 15
and I want you to get your money
next month. Like
I am gonna make a statement right now that I think some people don't agree with and they think is wrong. But I think I'm the most honest person, and I think if more people were honest, they would say this. Which is, I think sex workers are fucking heroes. They're heroes. And they should get some free fucking meals somewhere. You know? They should. And I'm saying that as somebody who's a first responder.
I feel like they get free meals somewhere.
I don't know, but I'm saying like it should be like National Sex Workers Day.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come to Applebee's and get a free fucking appetizer. You're a goddamn hero.
Free electric lemonade. Like.
Yeah.
Oh.
Some free Taco Bell. You deserve that. You're doing a service. I put them up there like with like my barbers. You know, like I can't do what they do. And it's impressive what they do.
Mm-hmm.
That might be a weird connection.
A little bit. Unless your barber has an OnlyFans, and then that makes sense.
I have no idea. I never asked her. Hey, do you have an OnlyFans?
I got $5 left to cap space.
I think I accidentally matched her once on Tinder.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I forgot to ask her.
They're
It looked so much like her, and I was like, it could not be her, but it looked like her. And I get that a lot. I get confused a lot for different dykes, so I get that.
Yeah, there's just so many. What did you tell that guy? There's so many.
So many of our just these dykes running around. I don't know, like, I get confused all the time for this. They're like, you look so much like so-and-so. And I'm just like, yeah, there's so many dykes that just run around looking like me. I don't know.
Yeah, we just all look the same.
We all look the same, apparently. Like, this fucking short haircut, we're all 5'1", we're all fucking angry and have tattoos.
Combative.
I've been called that.
Combative.
I've been called that. I don't know, man.
You're still in high demand.
High demand. Very high demand. I am the most famous lesbian to have worn a particular color polo shirt at a particular gun store in South Florida.
You are.
The most. Famous.
100%.
I am white trash famous. I didn't ask for this life. It just was given to me everywhere I go.
I mean, there was borderline of mutiny.
Not that it fucking mattered.
No, but it was nice to see. If
anyone ever ends up watching this podcast, you might find it hard to believe, but some people don't like me. Some people find me a little bit distasteful.
A little rough around the edges.
A little rough around the edges, if you will. A little bit combative. And you know what? When those people decide that they don't fucking want you around anymore, doesn't matter how many people, I don't know, say 10 or so like you and they want you back, it doesn't work like that. So, I don't know, man. But I do get recognized everywhere I go. All of the time.
You're just so loud, I think, that people just hear you coming.
Dude, no, I don't know. Listen, I went clay shooting with several other individuals who work at this same store, and I was the only one that got recognized. In the pack. We were all together. And they were just like, Sam? And I was like, no fucking way. And they scurried off. They were like, you know? And then I was like stuck there with that person. I
got recognized the other day. And it was at the shop, but it was some guy from the gym.
Oh.
And he was just like, "You fit." I'm just like, "I can't." Man.
No, I've gotten recognized at You Fit.
I've had that before,
which is so awful.
I've had that, which is a little bit awkward because I'm like, I'm not trying to hi, but I'm also trying to still do my thing. Like, I'm not interrupting my set because you want to say hi.
And you want to talk about nonsense.
Right. And talk about my job that I don't want to talk about in my off time.
I can only imagine this is what famous people feel like sometimes. I mean, like, we're not super famous, but we get recognized.
Way crazier extent.
Right.
Like, yeah.
You know, like, we're doing whatever, and they're just like, oh my god, Sam, Mark from this store, like, I want to talk to you about guns. And you're like, okay. Like, I do that all the time. I don't want to talk about that. And so I imagine, like, people go up to, like, Kristen Stewart, and they're like, Kristen Stewart, like, I want to talk to you about Twilight. And Kristen
And being
Stewart's
a
like,
whore.
whoa. Where did that come from?
My mouth.
For why?
Because she's a whore.
She's not even a whore.
100%.
No.
Google it.
She's not. Where are you getting that information?
Anyways, back to your original point.
I can't just let that
You're
slide.
gonna have to.
Because if there's some videos out there I haven't seen, I
There's
want
no
them.
videos. There's just proof.
What proof? Why don't I have it?
I don't know. Because you refuse to look at it.
I mean, I've seen like the videos and things that got hacked out of the phone.
I haven't seen that, but no.
Oh,
That's not what I'm talking about. I bet you like it. But yeah, we're not famous, but yeah, no, I get it.
We're not famous, but we kind of are. It's somebody told me it's like white trash famous, and I feel like that's accurate because the people that recognize us are not the best people.
The guy that recognized me at the store, he was cool. And I was just like,
No,
he was more like, hi. He's like, wasn't sure if it was me. I'm like, yeah, it's 100% me. And I'm like, listen, there's only so many people that go to that gym at 5 a.m. So I'm just like, yeah, if you think you see me from there, like, yeah. And I'm going to see you again because I'm there 5 days a week at that time. So I wasn't trying to be a dick to that guy that I'm going to see again every single time. But I talked to him at the gym, like a couple days later. He's a cool dude. But generally, but I have had, and this is the general situation where they come up to you outside of your work first, and then they like, oh, you're from this place, and then they start talking to you about that place, and it's like, listen, don't want to be rude, but
I also don't want to talk to you. I don't fucking know you.
I'm trying to get some oranges.
I'm trying to fucking smoke a cigar. Please stop bothering me.
Unless you're buying me the next round.
Sit down. That never fucking happens. God forbid. Alright, they're just like, they recognize you, bust your balls, and then like, fuck off. And it's like, fucking why? Yeah, so famous with 0 residuals. We don't get paid. Like, we just get harassed. Harassed off the clock. Just like we get harassed on the clock. I don't know.
It's a vicious cycle of harassment.
I'm still really bothered by the whore comment on Kristen Stewart.
That's fine.
I don't even know where that came from. She's not even a whore.
She is.
She's not. From what?
I'm going to send you my works cited page that I've
Please do. I hope it's peer reviewed, fuckface, because I'm going to have to make sure this, you're making some wild allegations right now about somebody that I care deeply about.
Clearly.
She's up there.
Unfortunately.
And then just like a hair below her is Charlize Theron. She's so fucking hot.
I can't nail down your
It's women.
what you like. So just all women.
I mean, because I don't care. Like, I like masculine women, I like feminine women. I don't care. Like, just they're women, and I'm fucking into it. I'm fucking super on board.
We're just about the badge. They got a badge, you're there.
Yep.
Okay, that's fair.
Hell yeah. As long as they're not a dude that says, good girl, I'm super hot. Just listen to Free Fallin', bro. It's fucking terrible.
I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to go listen to it when we wrap this up. And then go to bed.
It's just like...
I won't be able to go to bed, I'm sure.
No, it's horrifying. And it'll ring through your head. What time is it?
I don't know.
No, it's not even that fucking late.
What time is it?
10:45.
Oh.
It's not that late. I feel like we talked forever.
A little bit.
Didn't we start this at 9?
Oh, after 9.
You
got lost because you...
I don't know why it's always so fucking hard for me to get to your house. I don't know. All the buildings look the same. They all look the same. All the grass is the same. All the fucking sidewalks are the same. All the parking lots are the same. It's
Correct.
dark at night. I can't fucking see. I'm not nocturnal. I don't have night vision.
You have a flashlight.
Dude, that's not gonna fucking help.
You have a sidewalk.
They all look the same. Everything looks the same. How's that gonna help me?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't answer that for you. There's addresses that are different. But
They're all numbers.
yeah, what are numbers?
I don't know. I'm not good at numbers at all. Bad at numbers. I don't know. All the houses are the same. It fucks my shit up. This is the same thing like where I live. All the houses are the same. Everything's the same. I don't know how anybody gets anywhere.
GPS.
But this doesn't get you there because it gets me to the parking lot, and then I gotta go find a guest parking. And by the way, your complex doesn't have enough guest parking.
Oh, 100%.
It's so annoying. Where am I supposed to go?
You know what's even crazier? So everyone gets 2 spaces. That's it.
That's cool. I only get one space.
Well, these are all 3 threes. So theoretically, you should probably have 3 spaces.
No, this is my house. My apartment's a 3-3. It's a 3-3.
You only have 2. You have 1 space.
1 space.
That's insane.
Yeah.
All right. So maybe
So you're living in a good complex. You don't do spots.
So this is a crazy statement they made, because obviously there's some people that have a third driving person here, right? It's not out of the realm of possibilities. Their suggestion for needing extra parking was to knock on your neighbor's door and ask them if they were using their second space and if you could purchase it from them.
That is ludicrous. Are they on meth?
Welcome to the HOA.
Are they on meth?
It's just, 100%.
Oh, man.
Not the worst thing they've done, but definitely not the nicest.
Well, I mean, when
it's just a stupid suggestion.
When my car got broken into, their suggestion was people should volunteer more to walk around, so.
No.
I fucking pay to live here, and I pay for also security. So. Not gonna be volunteering.
Yeah, but you should be doing your part.
You should pay for parking from your neighbor. What? Dude, people say these outlandish things, and I'm like, who are you? Like, do you listen to yourself when you speak? You say stuff, and you're just like, I'm just gonna throw this out in the world and see what sticks.
It's HOAs. They are the most irrational people I've ever come in contact with.
I hate them. I don't get it. I don't know why anybody would seek that out. And then there's a lot of it with Florida.
Well, we don't seek it out.
Well, it's just like everything's a community.
Everything, yeah. It makes it easier for somebody to develop a neighborhood and not have to deal with a whole lot.
And it's like,
they
what's
just
the
hire
benefit?
somebody to do it.
There's like no benefit. The benefit is what? That I have to answer to these group of fucking morons that allegedly take care of the gardening and take care of the security and take care of all these things that they fucking suck dicks at. It's not a benefit. It's annoying.
It's not.
I also don't want anyone to tell, like, if I've purchased the property, like, if you're renting, it's obviously different, right? But, like, if I've purchased the property, and now you're telling me what I can and can't do on my own fucking property, what the fuck? What did I just buy into? That's crazy.
The only time I disagreed with that was when my mother told me that she wanted to paint her roof, and she was like, HOA told me I had to pick a different color. I'm like, what color did you want? She's like Superman blue. And I'm like, okay.
No, she should be able to do that.
She should.
Let her do it.
She should be able to, but that wasn't the worst call to say, hey.
Doesn't matter what call it is.
You can't paint.
You know what that fucking call is? Fascism. It's motherfucking fascism.
Yes.
It's fashion. This is America. If you want to paint your fucking roof, motherfucking day-low fucking orange. Do it, dog.
No, that's wild.
Do it.
Wild.
You want to make it fucking
orange
neon.
Is okay. Orange is okay.
You want to make it neon green.
No.
Do it. You want to make it fucking rainbow. Do it.
You can't do a neon color.
Do what the fuck you want. No. This is America.
It's not.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yes, it is. Unless you live in a fucking HOA, apparently, and then you're in communist China. I hate it. I'm not about it. And then it's like, people are like, well, if you aren't in an HOA and you have a place outside of an HOA, like, it's more dangerous. And it's like, motherfucker, it's dangerous inside of the goddamn HOA. They're not doing anything. What the fuck are they doing? I gotta fucking wait at the gate for the stupid fucking arm to go up. For what? For what?
They gotta make sure it's you.
How are they doing that? They're not. They're scanning a goddamn thing on my car. The thing's going up. I'm fucking off. And by the way, didn't stop anything because my goddamn car got broken into. So what are we doing? What are we doing?
They walked in, probably.
Okay, but there's a fucking guard in the fucking
he can't
stupid
leave.
thing.
He can't leave.
Did he not see him?
Maybe.
Well, then they should get fired.
Night shift, they might be sleeping.
Then you should get fired.
Oh, for sure, but night sleepy's probably... Night watch is sleeping.
Get rid of them altogether. Why am I paying extra for this shit? I'd rather pay for Mason to walk around our complex with a gun. And guess what? I bet you no one's going to go ahead and bring their own vehicles. You don't even have to have a gun. You can just walk around. He's a scary individual.
Yeah.
Not these fucking assholes. Yeah, not these fucking dickheads sitting in their fucking air-conditioned little fucking box. Just sitting there doing goddamn nothing. Waiting for the fucking thing to go up and down.
Subscribing to OnlyFans.
No, how's it on OnlyFans?
No, they're subscribing.
Oh, they for sure are on the OnlyFans. But you can fucking get out of here, dog. There's no way. There's no fucking way. I'm not on OnlyFans at work. If I was, I'd be a lot happier.
That'd be wild.
Could probably get away with it.
I don't know.
For sure. On their Wi-Fi.
Yeah, their Wi-Fi's kind of ass, which is annoying.
It's bad, but like I'm saying, it would be funny to be on OnlyFans on their Wi-Fi. Whatever. I mean, HOAs are stupid. The communities are a nightmare. I don't like them. It's a hard concept for me to understand coming from New York to here with all the communities.
It's stupid.
I don't get it.
It's just stupid.
It's strange.
It's a money grab. Because
it's like, why are these communities, like, why are they that way as opposed to, like, just taking down these fucking barriers and having them just be normal towns?
It makes people feel safe.
Fucking, how? I feel less safe.
It's a false sense of security. It's like, oh, there's a wall and a gate. No one's coming in here. And that's not the case.
It's dumb. I feel like, and it is a money grab. Like, they're charging you more money for this.
We pay a lot of money, HOA, for not a whole lot of stuff.
No. Like, so I just rather go somewhere. I think they call them trailer parks. And,
a solid trailer park. Trailer home, double wide.
Dude, right. Well, I was looking with a friend of ours at trailer park homes, and they're fucking expensive.
They are.
I was flabbergasted. First of all, they're really nice, and then they're also very expensive. Like, I saw like $200,000 trailer parks.
You get a solid trailer.
That's wild. He was also taken aback because like when he used to live in trailers, it wasn't like that.
There's two different kinds of trailer parks.
No, because like, even the ones that are like, you know, a little bit less than reputable, those were still like $80,000 fucking trailers. What the fuck? Like, how are you affording that on a crackhead? Fucking
government assistance?
I don't qualify for that. I tried.
You have a job.
I have a job that doesn't pay me very much money, so
that's right.
I feel like I should get, you know, when I came down here, I tried to get on fucking government assistance, and because I was on it in New York, working as an EMT. I wasn't making enough money to live in New York. In New York, they were like, you were poor, despite the fact that you're working as a public servant. And so I was like, sick, I want to get on that when I go to Florida, because it's dope. And they were like, no, you make too much money. And I was like, bitch, I don't have a job. How the fuck is that possible? How is that fucking possible, Florida? And they were like, no. We've made our choice. You make too much money. Bitch, I'm unemployed.
It's like fast food all over again. It's like, oh, you guys get 2 toppings on your pizza? Yeah, your parents make way too much money.
Fucking what? Like, that seems like bullshit. You make too much money. Now I'm trying to keep my subsidized healthcare.
I would go that route.
I'm trying. I'm fighting with these fucking benefits people. They're dumb.
I wouldn't even bother with them.
I'm fucking... The thing is if I don't do my due diligence and something goes fucking wrong, the problem is like I'll owe a bunch of money to the government, and I hate those guys. So, I hate those guys, and I'm poor. So I'm trying to avoid that. Because it's being subsidized. That's why it's so cheap. Because I don't make money.
Right.
It's so dumb. Health insurance is stupid.
It's a pain.
It's just dumb. It's literally just a bunch of people that you pay money to, and then they look at your stuff and go, this isn't medically necessary. What do I pay you for? Like, I'm trying to get a breast reduction. I've been trying to get a breast reduction for years now. And they're just like, seems kind of not legitimate. And I'm like, that's why I've cuts on my body from my bra. And they're just like, you're kind of fat. You know, it's probably because you're fat. And I'm like,
that's rude.
I'm like, maybe. And then so what do I do, right? I drop a bunch of weight, and guess what? They're still fucking huge. And they're like, you're still a little bit fat, though. You're still a little fat. You should maybe try a little bit harder to lose some of that fat. Fatty, big fat. Maybe if you weren't so fat, you wouldn't have such big boobs, you fat. And I'm like, I don't know what you guys are for. You don't do anything.
First day of med school. Hey, make sure you tell them they're fat.
Fat? Like, what the fuck? Like, my eczema shit, they denied that too, which is crazy because I have wildly bad eczema. They probably also attributed that to being fat. You can imagine. They're just like, you have eczema because you're fat. Maybe stop eating cheeseburgers, fatty. And then you won't have bad skin. Which I'm not on an eczema shit right now, and it's bad.
I mean, you can. It's visible. So like, why would you tell someone no when
they're like, visible? It's not that bad. I'm like, that's crazy.
It's like walking to an ER with a hole in your face, and they're like, you don't really need.
That's what it is.
It's like no, there's a hole. I can spit through it on the side. Like, no, nah.
No, I don't see that. They like close one eye. I'm like, I don't see that. Like, insurance companies are basically like monsters. You're just trying to. It's like no, they're not like monsters. They're like. I don't know, you just like to prove shit to them, and it's like, I don't remember when insurance became, you have to like prove what you need versus they're there to help you.
Yeah.
Like, they're not there to help you.
I have a couple friends that were growing up and then into college were very into getting into the medical field, and then when they learn that side of it, they're like, I can't do that.
Yeah,
I couldn't, even if I went through with it, they're like, I can't even do what I want to do because someone in the insurance that isn't even here is telling me I can't treat
like that is
the patient XYZ. Like,
that is mind blowing to me that this person that went to school who is a doctor, right? Like, we're to go full here and just say they're a doctor, right? They're a doctor, and the doctor is saying this person needs this, and the insurance company, who by the way, not a doctor, is going. You know, I don't agree with you. Like, what the fuck? That's a professional who's gone to school for probably a minimum of 10 years, okay, to be a doctor. You know, they went to school, they did residency, now they're a doctor. They're out there doing doctor stuff. And they're like, my patient needs this because of A, B, and C. And the insurance company's like, I don't really see it. I don't really see it. Like, that blows my mind. It's so confusing to me. How are you making that judgment call? Based on what? You have no medical experience. What? It's just not...
It doesn't make sense.
Like, so like the times that I've tried to, you know, get the insurance to cover my breast reduction, they'd be like, we see that you have these problems, but you haven't had them long enough. They're like, they want me to suffer more.
You're like, I've had titties my whole life.
They're like, yeah, but you know what? Like, you've only started complaining about these pains and these cuts, like, 6 months ago, and I kind of want it for a whole year. They want me to suffer longer. That's literally what they want. They want me to suffer longer to prove it being necessary. Even though the doctor's like, bitch, it's necessary. She's gonna have nerve damage. And they're like, have you considered going for a walk? Have you considered having a salad? Hopefully someday somebody from insurance can explain this shit to me, because I don't get it. I don't get it.
Or option 2, go back to DR, get some doctor down there to do it, and then just kick back your cigar.
Dude, for sure. At the recovery of that would just be me in a fucking hospital somewhere, just like
gonna be way cheaper.
Smoking. My boobs are the wrong sizes and the nipples are everywhere, but like
they're small.
They're smaller.
They're smaller.
Listen, beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah.
It was also only like, $100.
It was BOGO.
It was BOGO. That's how I got both. Did you know that? Oh man, this is crazy too. Like, it's a per boob situation.
What do you mean?
Like, they don't quote you the price of the 2 boobs. It's a per boob price.
That makes sense.
No, it doesn't, Mark. Yeah. What am I doing? I'm getting one boob
They're not the same. They're not the same. They might suck X amount of juice out of one and then double out of the other, and they're like, yo, this is crazy.
No, it's not like based on like, it's not like, oh, your right tit's bigger than your left tit, and therefore it's this much more money.
It's just we're doing 2 tits. So.
They're like, okay, for 1 boob, this is your price. And then for 2 boobs, this is your price.
Who does 1 tit?
That's what I'm saying. When they told me that, I was like, there's no... What am I a part of right now? There's no way that's real. And they're just like, yeah, it's a per boob price. Yeah, let me just... I was like, can you imagine just like doing 1 tit when you have the money for 1 boob, and then going back later and getting the other one done? So like you got 1 tiny boob, and then like just 1 enormous boob.
You're like, I'm on payments. I can't.
I'm on payments.
I gotta wait to get
Dude, it's just like, you're lopsided. I just like, how did they come up with that? How did they come up with that when they were making the pricing? They were like, it's a per titty fee. should have done it when I was in New York, because getting it done down here has been a nightmare. Nobody takes insurance down here, because it's like the fucking
well, because you they
cosmetic
think it's
capital.
cosmetic.
Yeah, cosmetic capital of the world. So it's so fucking hard to get insurance down here. Like, it's a nightmare. I just want smaller boobies.
Sounds like we're going to DR.
I just want smaller tits. It's America. Why can't I have that? What is happening?
You can. You just have to pay for it.
I just have to pay a lot of money. And and the thing is like, my parents were like, well, you should just do it. Like, they're like, just do it. Like, pay for it. And I was like, no, I won't, because I know it should be fucking covered. So I will have these enormous titties, and I will break my back, and I will get the cuts until they fucking give me the fucking money that I deserve for my ginormous boobs. Because I know it's covered.
You earned it.
I did earn it by having these. I also want to be able to request a size, because sometimes I've gone to some of these consults and they've been like, you can't pick it, and I'm like, that's like, I've been to one that said I could, and then I went to two that said I could.
Well, from what I've seen, like those cosmetic surgery shows, like Watch and stuff, like it has to do with your skin and what would look normal for your body frame too. So like they can't just.
But if I can get the whole all of them chopped off, how much of that is rooted in reality? You know what I'm saying? Like,
is that what you want?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying, like, I would really like a C, just like a BC, like a C. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want like a CD.
And they're telling you no way.
They're like, that's too small. That's too small. And to be fair, I have my bra size is a 38 double H.
Yes, that's up there.
So they're like, ma'am, do you know the alphabet? That's way past the C's. And I'm like, first of all, fuck you for assuming I know the alphabet. And second, I don't give a shit. I want C's. I want C's. I'm not asking for A's. Not asking for B's. I want C's. And they're like, best I could do is like a CD. And I'm like, I don't want a fucking CD. I don't want big boobies anymore. Don't you fucking get me in there, cut me the fuck open, and give me fucking D's, because I'm gonna be mad as fuck. I want C's, motherfucker. And so some of them have been like, all right, like, yeah, we could do C's. And then like two of them were like, we can't do it. We just can't do it. It's
then go
too
to
much.
the guys that say.
Well, it's a process, Mark. You can't just go to any which one, because some of them do bad work, dog. You go on their website and you see these some whack-ass titties on there. And this is very important to me, because I love my boobs.
Right, but all I'm hearing is DR makes more and more sense.
No, because you know, they gotta be right, Mark. Because I like my boobs. Not only do I really like my boobs, I like boobs in general. So I can't have some bad boob situation. Yes. It's not gonna be a good sitch, you know. And you know, when I went to these consults, they also told me that one of the possible side effects is that you might lose feeling in your nipple. And I was like,
yeah, because they take it off.
And I was like, that's an issue for me, because I like that. I would like the feeling in there. Would be nice for me.
Speaking of losing nipples, I had a buddy, we're still friends, surgical tech, and this was a few years ago. He wasn't on this case, but he was working that night. Some lady was getting her boobs done. They lost one of her nipples.
What happened?
They had to track it down. It took them.
Where did they find it?
It was somewhere in the OR. Somewhere.
That's so scary.
They said they turned it upside down and they could not find it for hours. And then they kept looking. They found it, threw it back on.
Dust it off?
Yeah, threw it back on. Yeah. Just shake it off and then just.
That's so
sew
scary.
that bad boy back on.
Yeah, and so and there's different. So like some of them they like remove the whole nipple, and then like some of them they don't. Some of them they like leave it. Mm-hmm. And they take some of it out, but it's all dependent on like how big your tits are, and that they're probably gonna have to move it. There's no fucking way, because you're just so massive. But like I'm like, listen, I kind of want to keep that. I kind of want to keep the feeling. Kind of don't want to lose out on that. And they're like, well, it could happen, it could not. And I'm like, fuck, bro. And they're like, you could lose it and then it come back. I'm like, that's a wild sitch. Can you imagine you're just like
50,
one day
50, dog.
You just wake up and you're just like, hello.
You guys
Welcome
are back.
back. What's happening? How have you been? You know, like, that's crazy. I don't know. Also, the thought process of them, like, removing my nipple and putting it somewhere else is
kind of freaky,
so scary. And you have to, like, figure out where they're going to go, too. Like, so they'll be like, all right, you want, like, a C cup. Like, we're going to have to take these and move these here. They got to, like, draw on where they're going to put your new nipples. This is fucking crazy, man. This is just... Why is it such a process? I just want them. And I don't want to have to do any of this. I don't want to have to do any of this. And I also want C's. I'm not doing it unless I can get the C's.
We'll get you C's.
And also, you know, it's good. Do you know how many websites I've been on and how many titties I've looked at, not from OnlyFans and not on Pornhub, looking on these websites, trying to verify, like, these doctors' work, and some of them are fucking whack. I feel bad for these girls. So it's like, that's the other issue. It's like getting a good doctor that I look at those boobs and I'm like, those are some nice boobs. And I know about boobs. And those are some good ones. And those are the ones that I want.
Just bring in a bunch of reference photos. Like,
I want it to look like these. Mm-hmm. Like, man, those are way too small. They're just like, I want small boobs, and they're just like, because of your body type, because I'm built like a fucking linebacker.
Yeah.
They're like, you can't have super tiny boobs. It's gonna look weird. And I'm like, not your judgment call to make. Number one, I don't care how you think I'm gonna look. I want tiny boobs. You can't. What is looking weird? That's different to anybody.
Proportional.
Fucking, I think you can make them. It would just be these, but smaller.
Yeah. Like your shoulders aren't shrinking, so that's the thing.
Awesome. I've got brolic shoulders. Where's the downside here? I'm not hearing anything bad. It sounds awesome as fuck. Tinier boobs, bigger shoulders.
It sounds like you need a surgeon who's just going to say yes. So, once again...
I just haven't had anybody giving me any solid, concrete why. They're like, oh, it's going to look weird. Like, okay, based on who? You?
Go to DR. They're not going to tell you.
Dr. Fuckface McFuckerton? Like, I don't care what you think about my titties.
Dr. Francisco McFuckerton will just say yes and do it.
Probably. McFucker, that doesn't sound like somebody who's a nigger, probably. It's McFucker.
He's mixed.
That doesn't sound right.
Mom's white.
It sounds white. But, yeah. I don't know. I'm pretty sure... Somebody told me that they thought, like, that maybe I should just go back to New York to do that. Like, get my boobs done there and come back.
Why not?
Which I think might be a good move. I also have to look more in Miami. Because I've been looking really, like, north of here and then, like, as far south as, like, Fort Lauderdale.
No, like, you gotta go to Miami.
Now I feel like I have to check out Miami and then also maybe, like, Orlando area. That way, expand my search.
Broaden your search, yeah.
Yeah. But I still have to fight the fucking insurance people.
Yeah, that's... Have fun with that.
Stupid. The evidence is in front of them. Just look at me.
I mean, if someone in New York already told you yes, like...
Yeah, it was a couple years ago, though. And I wasn't on Florida Blue. Like, this was when I was in New York. Should have done it, though.
Yeah.
I was too tripped out about the fact that, like, that they were going to fucking cut my nipple. It's a process to get over that thought. I was like, I don't know.
You're like, I want C's, and I want to feel my nipples.
Yeah. Clearly wild demands.
Two things.
Clearly wild fucking demands.
Two non-negotiables.
Yeah, apparently nipple things are no-go. They're just like, listen, you might lose feeling. You just get over it. You might never get it back again. Enjoy them while you have them. Oh, do you know what would be cool, though? If I lost it, feeling my nipple, I could get, like, nipple piercings. And just be like... And I could go there and not even tell them. It's just like, they would just do it and I would give them a movie. That would be so fun.
You know what else can happen? They can die. Like, the nipple dies.
Shut the fuck up,
You didn't know that?
Right. What would happen to it?
They get necrotic and they fucking fall off. Oh, man. You gotta do some research.
No, Mark, I don't think this could happen for this situation. In this particular instance. Okay. I don't think so.
Okay.
No. There is absolutely no... This is like when I found out if I did steroids, I was going to grow a dick.
Yeah. This is what I thought when you had that reaction. Like, this is like when you found that out.
I was really on board up until the fact that I thought I was going to get a dick.
Yeah. You take the good with the bad.
Or, no, I just don't want them. I just want the good results. Dude, I think my voice would get so deep. I think my voice would be rad if it was deeper. I'd get more mistaken for a man than I already do.
You still get hit on, though.
Probably. Can't get away from that. Apparently, it doesn't matter how fucking gay or looking like the boy from Up that I look.
Russell.
Yeah. Apparently, it doesn't matter. Cannot get the fuck away from men, no matter how hard I try.
Chasing you down, Sam.
Tom Petty.
Good girl.
Wait till you fucking hear that.
I'm gonna go listen to it now, because I'm gonna wrap this up and I'm gonna go listen to Tom Petty.
You won't be able to go to sleep tonight.
Do you have any closing words after I told you about necrotic nipples?
It's so fucking terrible. Do you have any closing words? Oh, yeah, I got something good.
What's up?
We were leaving work the other day, and we hired a new kid, and he said, what if somebody gets shot or stabbed in the neck? Like, what do you do? And the eclectic group of individuals we work with, one of them said, fucking say a prayer, say a prayer and they're fucked. I said, tourniquet the neck. And then somebody else went, bend down, grab their wallet, take everything out, and drop it, and then walk away. And that's my ending bit for this and life advice for everybody out there. Just take their wallet. But take the shit out and then leave them with their wallet.
Yeah, because they
don't
need
take the wallet.
stuff.
Just take all the good stuff. Wouldn't even take credit cards. I just take the cash.
Yeah.
If there's no cash, take their credit cards. If it's a nice wallet, take the wallet too, I guess.
Just leave the cards and just take the nice wallet. It's a Gucci wallet.
Oh yeah. So that's.
I might not even take the cash. Just take the wallet.
No, I'm not taking the cash. What the fuck am I talking about here? I'm gonna go fucking have a.
Would you be more mad you're missing cash or missing your wallet?
I'm dead. It doesn't matter. You're dead.
Well,
by the way,
yeah.
You're dead.
Oh, he's dying.
You're dead.
This guy's dead. Yeah.
If you were shot or stabbed in the neck, you're done. We're asking, like, what are we gonna do? And so, I said, go ahead, tourniquet the neck, because you're gonna fucking die anyway. It doesn't matter. The other person was like, say a prayer, and then the smartest person in the room said, just take their money.
Yeah,
take their wallet.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's it. That's all I got.
All right, Sam. This has been fun.
This has been long. Good luck fucking editing this.
I'm not editing shit. It's going raw.
Oh, you gotta edit some of it.
No,
There's so much content. There's too much content.
No, I'll do some stuff to it, but it's pretty much going raw out there.
I also feel like I don't know how you set this up, but I swear to God, Mark, if it's not fucking closer and it's just the whole fucking thing again.
Oh, yeah, no, you can see everything.
That's so stupid, Mark. You have to cut it so
you'll
it's like
you'll find out when I post it,
and you're
gonna watch it.
It's so
you're gonna watch more than 5 seconds.
If it's not like that, I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to be a part of it,
Too
Mark.
bad. It's too late.
It should be cropped. Nobody wants to see our fucking legs. My legs are so white.
My legs are jacked.